discussed in the past, this is going to be pretty much we're a group of adults, so adult humor, and we expect everybody to be honest with their dice rolls.
Yes.
So make sure when Micah rolls, we get it on camera.
You know what? Just for that, you are not getting any support.
Okay.
All right. Has everyone sent me their character sheets so I know what's going on?
Yeah,
No.
I tried, but I didn't get them copied over to like the new format or whatever. I didn't find that one.
At this point, I don't care what format it's in. Just give it over to me, and if I need to put it all in a different format, I'll just type it all up myself. I don't even care at this point.
I think the only thing I needed to do was get some equipment, and I'm not too worried about that. I'll just have some basic clothing.
All right.
And some daggers and some thieves' tools. If that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah. We'll get all the details settled out at some other point.
I just put mine in the shared drive with my name on it. Hopefully that's all right.
Let's see. Pull it up. So why don't we everyone introduce their character to each other so we all know what's going on.
Ladies first, Mike.
Okay. Fiddler Quickfingers, the halfling. Rogue extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire, huh?
Extraordinaire.
Well, we'll see how extraordinary you are. Well, I'm playing as Garnock the Eloquent, the just shy of 7 foot tall half-orc bard. You
Sexy.
will listen to me sing.
You're up, sexy.
Well, I am playing Arnhold J. Rebel, Sorcerer. No fancy names. I'll earn my titles. As soon as I pass my engineering exams.
And you, Archie?
I'm retarded, is what I am.
Oh, you're an elf.
No, I'm not an elf. I'm a human, but my problem is all this stuff was at work, and so I've been trying to figure it out, and I can't pull it back off of the other server. Suffice to say, I'm a human paladin.
Oh boy.
I'll figure out my name here in a second.
Oh, we're in for some real giggles then, aren't we?
I shared my character with everybody, so everybody should know what I am.
Just let everybody know we got 2 people watching the game.
Ooh.
Go.
Bye.
We have admirers.
They're from the reefing community. They might not understand D&D.
Oh boy.
The what community?
Reefing community. Saltwater aquarium stuff.
Oh, okay.
Why would we have saltwater aquarium enthusiasts watching or paying attention to a D&D game?
Because why not?
Where are we sharing our character sheets to again?
I just put mine on the share drive.
Let's see. D&D. Look at that. Got one. Oh.
Sweet, found me. I'm Nadia.
Nadia. It is I, Nadia.
Hey,
Nadia.
That just sounds really bad.
that's
Yeah,
slightly
that sounds
racist.
like a girl's name.
That sounds like a German stripper or German porn star.
I'm Nadia stripper.
So you're a retarded German elf stripper. Got it.
He's human. He said he's human.
I'm not a
He said he's
goddamn
retarded, but he went straight to elf.
He's an elf that thinks he's a human.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Does that make him a reverse cosplayer?
Trans species?
Mhm.
Trans race?
That's almost furry.
Oh, that's just wrong.
He's trans
So
something.
wrong.
No, the cinematic effect is whenever she casts spells, she's supposed to glow, be like bathed in a white light. And unless I'm playing like a Fabio type character, I couldn't see a male doing that.
Fabio all the way.
Yeah. I've got the YouTube window open, and I'm talking to a couple people while we're getting everything organized.
Okay.
I actually have one of my followers from Twitter, and in here talking to me now. He's
What's Twitter?
Twitter.
What's Twitter? Went silent.
Everyone's so quiet.
I know. That's what mispronouncing words does.
Confuses the rest of us.
I'm speaking perfectly good English.
Yeah. I'm going
Hey.
to stick to my English. Bad English.
I'm eating carrots. If you want me to unmute, I can sit there and crunch for you guys.
No, that's all right. We don't need those sound effects.
Yummo.
Yummy.
Got you, Dave. Yeah, you crazy vegan.
I had to quit that. I can't afford it anymore.
Okay.
How messed up is that? I'm too poor to eat plants.
Hashtag America.
America. America. Hey, you could eat plants. You just don't want to go chew on the grass. That's your problem.
Oh, owned.
It's too lonely for you.
I'd ask if you wanted some aloe for that burn, but you can't afford it.
Jason, I added a link to my Google Drive where my character sheet's posted. So
Yeah, I see that. I've actually been trying to download it so I can have it all of them in one spot. And yeah, my computer's just being dumb. It's probably the patchwork I had to do on this stupid internet here.
yeah.
I'm glad their manager wasn't here. I actually had to went to them like, why is the internet down? They're like, oh, something's wrong with their server. I'm like, well, show me where it is and I'll fix it. Well, I think I need to get my manager. No, just show me where it is and I'll fix it. Like, I don't got time for this crap. I want the internet back up. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
You should send him a bill later.
Considered it actually.
Or weren't you sent to that hotel to fix their internet in the first place? Or their network anyway?
Wasn't I what now, huh?
Your robot is
Oh, fine.
No, I'm staying here in Arizona for a different job. I'm not in charge of their internet, their network, or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I was working on a hotel in Utah's network. That was just a fun experience.
Oh, I bet.
Everybody should have their own personal IT guy, and he's mine.
Oh. I try to be my own personal IT guy. It don't work out most of the time.
And I'm useful to have around, once a year or so.
Now, I do admit he's a good IT guy, but yeah, it was one time I just had to wipe my computer.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't your fault. It just, it wasn't updating. I wouldn't refuse to update. So I just wiped it.
Screw it and moved on, all right?
Yep.
I wipe my computer at least every 6 months.
That's only because of the prawn you look at.
Yeah, if you quit looking at so much prawn, you'll be fine.
Hey, furry porn is perfectly legal in this country for now.
Legal
For
doesn't
now.
mean it's appropriate.
For now, that's the important part to remember on that. For
Yep.
now.
We don't need any yiffing in.
Hey, whatever floats your boat and spanks your monkey, just keep it on your side of the bed, all right?
Yeah.
You mean whatever swats your tail?
Hey.
No. Clopper porn. Come on.
Oh, God, no.
What? You guys are talking about stuff I've never heard of. Thank God.
What? Cloppers? My Little Pony? Come on.
Oh boy. Yeah.
There's just some things I draw the line at.
What? Rainbow Dash doesn't do it for you guys? What's up?
No, dude, it's got to be Fluttershy all the way.
Hey, we're drifting off topic because I'm not a brony. I'm sorry, but that's just not me.
Neither am I.
No, I hate those
Looks
guys.
like Dave's by himself in that area.
Yep.
Who's playing as the rogue, the Quick Fingers? I can't even attempt to say your first name. The
Feidler.
first Feidler, Quick Fingers. That's unlucky.
Yep.
All right.
It's very unlucky.
All right. So those are the two character sheets I have. I have.
Good.
Is it Micah?
That's me.
All right. I have Micahs and unluckies. That's it. Dave, Robert, you guys got
I got a link for you.
Huh?
I added a link to the, if you hit the back button at the top of the screen and go to the text box, and there's a link there I added for my Google Drive.
All right. In the Hangout chat.
Yeah.
I'm pulling that up. Hold on.
Or I can email it to you.
That works too. I was woefully unprepared, and I apologize. Hopefully today we'll get all the kinks worked out. We should be good from there.
Well, Dave established what his are, so hopefully we can get those worked out.
Wait, establish what?
Your kinks?
Oh, I got plenty.
Let's not get into it. Yeah, let's not get into his case. Jason, what's your email?
I'll just type it in for you.
Just for you, Epsilon. You're now a moderator.
Oh. Let's see. There we go.
You too, Al.
Wow. If you're gonna laugh, share with the group.
Okay, I got to figure out how to share it in the group chat. It's a link coming in.
Let's see.
Dead air.
No, dead air. I don't know where y'all sending this stuff. I'm not seeing any of it.
Sounds like a personal problem.
We have lots of those.
Well, while this is being worked out, just so you guys know, I am performing to inspire courage in all of you that we get this going.
I think y'all are going to need some courage.
Courage plus one all around. Enjoy the performance.
All right, let's see. All right, I'm opening up this.
Through the goblin.
Wow, that is a horrible thing. Hey, that link for Robert for your character sheet, is that supposed to be a PDF file?
No, it'll be an HTML.
Oh, well, it's missing the L on my side. So it pulls up as this random code and does not compute to anything useful.
All right. Well, I never got your email address.
It's in there. It's in the chat. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
I'm looking at the chat. Nobody added anything after my link to the Google Drive.
There have been five messages since then. 6 even.
Yeah, I'm not
what chat are you in?
Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Here, let me see if I've sent it to both of the chats we're involved in this group, so hopefully you'll be able to see one of those too.
I don't know why it didn't come through before.
Let's see. Is everyone having a fine Sunday?
Yes.
It's Sunday. I'm in Utah and I can't buy beer.
And is that a garbage thing? Yeah, I'm in Arizona. I could walk down to the gas station and buy a bottle of vodka right now. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing I miss about Arizona.
Just drive over to Wyoming.
That's a little too far just to go for a beer.
Yeah.
I'm old-fashioned. I pre-order beer for the weekend.
Is that like pre-gaming the weekend?
You just like think ahead, like gosh, like when you're planning on getting drunk. That's amazing.
That's skill.
Yeah, it's the weekend's here.
Bevmo, man, Bevmo.
So, Dave, have you gotten your character sheet yet, or are you still chipping that out?
No, I got it pulled up. It's off of the Google Sheets or whatever. Do you need me to link it or something?
Yeah. Send it to me. Because I'm not seeing it on the Google Drive that I have access to. Any of the Google Drives that I have access to. Can you see my email?
I think we all do except for them.
All right, because yours is the last one. I got everyone else's up and running except for yours.
Well, I sent the email. Did you you got that?
Let's see, email. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I got yours up.
All right.
You know your name is very close to a name from Red Dwarf.
Yes.
Okay.
Very. That's Dave for you.
Yes, Meghead.
All we got left is pot noodle and dog food. You know what I'm gonna eat first? Hate pot noodle.
Yeah.
I have the leather bomber. It's done finally.
Oh, you finally got it done. I hadn't gotten a picture of that.
I had to let the paint dry. I think you got the picture just before I painted the back.
Okay.
You guys have all just made this just as confusing as possible. So, are you a paladin? Okay, I was gonna say the first thing I read was shaman, not paladin. I'm like, I'm confused. Hold on. Didn't you say you're a paladin?
No,
Multi-classing.
you have to make a choice what your primary class is because everybody multi-classes in this game. And so you have to choose which one is your primary class because in your secondary classes, you don't get the level up bonuses.
Yeah.
And you can't do that until level 5 anyway. So we shouldn't have any multi-classing just yet.
Quite yet, yeah.
Especially since we just started and haven't gotten any XP.
Yeah, we already
You know what?
you already got +1 to courage. I mean, come on now.
Exactly. With that +1 to courage, I'm going to start playing a cantrip that allows us to gain double XP for the next 24 hours.
That would be nice.
Roll a d20. Let's see how well that works for you.
All right, so that's going to be All right, I can roll a 13.
Fail.
Plus
Sorry.
performance.
You should have rolled that.
You guys will live. All right. So a little synopsis of where we are. My unlucky players.
Your unfortunate players.
My unfortunate players.
Hey, I'm unlucky to begin with.
I'm the unfortunate son.
All right, so you four find yourself traveling down a road in the forest. You guys have just left the wonderful village of Green Fork, and you are in search of a missing girl that was kidnapped by a goblin group.
Dun, dun, dun. Fine.
My fellows, the goblins are at it again.
I was ready to get it.
Let's see.
How did we find out about this?
You were in the village bar when it started. All of you were drunk, so you woke up on the road from your hangover.
Oh,
Enjoy.
okay. So the abduction happened while we were drunk in the bar.
Oh yeah, yes.
I'm a
We're not
paladin.
being
I can't be drunk on Sunday.
Well, it's Sunday now. You were drunk on Saturday.
Oh, okay. That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
So, which one of you unlucky fortunates is the leader of this ragtag group?
I am, of course.
I say we give it to the paladin. Paladins are natural leaders. Plus, they appreciate a good song.
Wait a minute. Who's got the highest intelligence in this group?
I think it's all 0. I mean, you guys should probably check, huh?
I'm at 15.
Oh, gee.
15.
18.
Sexy's
12.
at
3,
18.
2, 1, not it.
Got it.
Not it.
Damn it. Alright.
Hey, it's pretty bad if the rogue is in charge of the group. Okay.
Yes. It's very bad if the rogue is in charge of the group.
It depends on what type of rogue he is. A Han Solo type's a perfect leader.
But rogues know about abduction. He should be useful.
Yeah. I'm sure he is when he's doing the abducting. So,
Little rogue,
Who
where do
can
we
try?
start?
who can try? Nobody? Wow. What a
Do
group.
none of you have tracking skills?
Tracking. Psh.
I'm
Yes,
a,
as in the footprints on the ground. Hello.
Goblins are shifty fellows. If the rogue was a goblin, where would he go?
I'd be looking for a cave or something.
I think we got our answer. Look for a cave.
Right. The midget
Sounds
says look
good
for a
to me.
cave.
All right.
Well,
I'll look for a cave. Looking for a cave.
Okay. I guess this is a perception check.
Yep.
16 plus 8.
You foolish midget. Why are you looking for a cave in the bar?
You're in the forest.
Are you still
Hey,
drunk?
You're in the forest. You're not drunk anymore. You woke up in the forest because you were all drunk. Unfortunately,
My perception check.
I
decided
got
to
plus
wander
4
off.
to perception, and I have an entire thing of 6.
All right. So what was the perception check roll?
Mine was 16 plus 8.
All right. Luckily, you guys are not completely lost. So you see the tracks easily in the forest floor in giant swaths, leading you directly to the mouth of a cave.
Yay. Hopefully we can follow these back home, too. All right. Who's first?
I say
I shall go first.
I say we throw the bag.
Check for traps.
Fine. I'll roll. Let's see.
Well, we're going into a cave, right? Sorry, we're going into a cave, and I do have dark vision, my friends.
Oh, I'm glad you have dark vision, but that doesn't exactly help the rest of us.
Well, how about I show you what does? I'm going to throw out a Can I go ahead and cast? Where is it? Dancing light, creating torches.
If you want to, yeah.
All right, here you go, my friends. Use these to lighten your way.
No, thank you there, buddy.
Up yours, midget.
I don't think that'll help light the way.
Well, poo.
Yeah, that's probably what you get from it. Okay. So,
What
I'll
order
pull
are
out-
you guys entering the cave in?
yeah, what's our order?
How about we roll for that order?
Wait, where's the berserker? He was supposed to go first.
Yeah.
The paladin?
I say we send
Whoever
the
rolls highest goes first. I rolled a 1.
My paladin has, or my character has a bow. I probably shouldn't be the one in front.
Fine. I'll go in and scout it out. After all, I'm the smallest and most.
Perceptive?
Likely to die.
Thank you, my small friend. Would you like that torch
Shove it up your
now?
wazoo.
Would you like that torch now?
Negative.
Okay,
That'll only make me stand out in the dark, you know.
that's kind of what lights do.
So your brave halfling is going to poke his head in and see what he can see?
Yep.
I'll poke my head in above him since he's a halfling.
Total of 16.
Am I rolling perception?
Nice, a 4.
I rolled a 5.
All right. Who's looking in that rolled the 16?
The rogue.
The rogue? Thank God. Davis.
Yes, because I have an 8.
Roll stealth.
Oh, God. Watch out for that crack!
16 plus 7. Oh, I'm sorry, 16 plus 10.
Well, that's good. So you don't get spotted. Inside the cave entrance is a small chamber formed to the inside of a pale brown stone on the cliff face. formed is the same pale brown stone as the cliff face. The dirt floor is clear, unlittered by the debris and wards that have scattered outside. A number of fires and glowing hot coal pits inside line the edge. The chamber is hot and wisps of smoke flow through the air, creating a thick smoke filling the room. To the north, a badly made gate covers a tunnel leading deeper into the cliffside. Next to the gate, 3 goblins are gathered, jabbering to each other in their own language. One of them is throwing what looks like a small shards of wood into a nearby fire and grinning when he makes sparks fly upward, whilst the others watch on with fascination.
Oh.
I told you torches would be handy. Okay, these little bastards like shining things.
That's why I don't need one.
This side.
I'm going to sneak in and try to get as close to the goblins as possible. Or actually, as close to the fire pit as possible.
How close are we to the goblins?
20 feet.
20 feet. Oh, perfect.
All of us?
From the cave entrance, 20 feet. So as far as I was tracking, only the rogue and one other person were looking into the cave entrance. The other 2 should have wisely have held back so they didn't alert them.
That was me. Well, since it's only 25 feet away, can I attempt to cast sleep on these guys?
Roll
You're
a d20.
supposed to cast magic missile at the darkness. Come on.
It's not dark anymore. There's a fire in there.
Yeah, they're next to the fire. They are
And here I
clearly
was
lit
thinking
up.
just made can to make the fire rise and it fall.
Roll a d20.
Okay. Crap. What's my modifier I'm adding on that one? Performance, right? 4. Okay, so 14.
Failed. And you alerted them.
Ha Come, friends, to battle.
Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
17 plus 4. 20.
Oh, plus 8.
21.
I have 19.
14.
I actually have a set of dice that likes me. 21.
What's 9 plus 10?
19.
21. Okay, so I got
Dave.
19.
What about your brave
And I have
paladin?
14.
You got 2? Jeebus.
Yeah, I really suck at rolling dice.
That's plainly obvious. All right. So, Unlucky, you go first.
I'm going to duck into shadows.
So your initial response is to hide as fast as possible.
Yes.
Brave rogue. Okay.
Good job.
All right. And then Micah.
Okay, so I'm going to yell at them and intimidate. Just so we're ready here. That's an 18 plus my 13 for intimidation.
Okay, yeah. Your yell startles all 3 of them. They immediately turn and bolt through the gate, running farther into the cliffside.
Filthy bastards!
Just inform the entire hall we are here.
Yeah. That's what
They would have heard the clamor. Let us give chase, my friends.
do, Chase. Ugh. What else is in this room?
So you're searching the rest of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
I'll
knows what might be useful here?
Yeah, I'm going to search.
I don't search, but I head in.
Head into the Main room or down the tunnel?
If I can, they were burning wood, right?
Yes.
Um,
There are fires and glowing embers along the side of the cave. You have no problem seeing everything inside. So do you want to go inside the cave, or do you want to go farther down into the tunnel where they just ran?
well, we know that they're going to alert everybody if we don't kill them, so I'm going to be in pursuit with the intent to kill.
Okay,
I'm coming with you.
So we have 2 running down the way and 2 deciding to stay in search.
Yeah, sounds like it.
You know, it's my job to keep the paladin from hurting himself. So I'm going to go sneak
Oh.
herself.
Leave it to a woman to charge down the tunnel. I mean,
I will totally get a voice changer software for the next game, I promise you.
All right, so have you come to a group decision? All 4 of you run down the tunnel and continue to pursue the 3 running goblins?
I watch all 3 of them take off without me, and I'm like, oh, so this guy keep him out of trouble, and I follow him.
All right, so you've all continued following in. The tunnel leads from the gate is filled with sacks and rotten crates and heaps of rubbish. As the piles have some kind of a strange organizational purpose to them. Some of the piles are badly skinned animal hides, while others are heaps of plant matter decomposing into the humid air. Here and there along the walls are torches lit with nasty smelling tar that illuminates the way forward.
Is it time for my torches now?
Crud. Let me scout out ahead.
What's there to scout? They ran down. I'm trying to get them in the back.
Let's just pursue.
Yeah, continue to pursue.
It's a fairly narrow hallway. Let's go.
So you're just chasing down the hall, right?
No, I have a
God.
bow. I'm trying to shoot them.
Oh, yeah, there's too many twists and turns for you to even get a clear shot. You've lost sight of them from the second they ran into the hallway.
Then I scream for great justice and scare them more.
Okay.
They're out of earshot. I'm already terrified.
I'm going to cast armor on myself because I know something bad's coming. Something bad is coming. Something bad is about to happen.
Do you all continue to pursue?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Yes.
I'm staying behind everybody. I
So
got short little legs. I don't run that fast.
it narrows down to single file, ending in a door in front of you. Tell me the order you guys are standing in currently. Who's right in front of the door?
I'm happy to take lead this time. And
The tin can.
I have a Gambison. I can't afford plate mail yet.
Unfortunate for you. Okay. Go ahead, Paladin. Well, maybe the rogue should check it for traps or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
True story. I hold back.
So you guys are sending the unlucky rogue first?
Yeah, I'm going to investigate for traps.
What'd you roll?
Let's see. Would it be dungeoneering or...
As a rogue, it should be a...
I'm still not used to Pathfinder, so...
Yeah, it'll be dungeoneering, yeah. Because that's general knowledge of things. Oh, either that or disable device.
Yeah, it should be disabled device.
Okay, so 15 plus 8. 20.
You don't see any obvious signs of a trap or any devices.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna check the door, see if it's locked. Gingerly.
Roll a stealth.
Yeah. I'm not making this up. I got an 18 plus my stealth is 10, 28. I got a set of dice that really likes me. I might have to change those dice out so it doesn't kill me.
Yeah, Carmen's going to come back and bite us all the butt. Thanks.
The door is unlocked and able to swing free at the slightest of a push.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm going to press up against the wall the same side that the door opens to.
The hallway you're standing in is only large enough for one person. Either way you press against the wall, you're still in clear view of the door.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm not in the middle of the hallway. That's the point.
Okay, so who's going to go in first?
I'm going to crack the door open. I'm going to look down the hallway.
You're going to come back with a bleeding eyeball.
Well, it's got to be our halfling that goes in first because he's in the front.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So you're halfling, and then who's next?
I'm next.
The paladin. Yes.
I can lay down
Paladin.
to take a step over me. I mean, I'm not that
I
big
can
of a
go
person.
first if you want me to go first.
You can shift around each other. You're just not going to be able to stand next to each other and be able to fight at all. So it's the rogue, and then the paladin, then who?
Then me.
Okay, yes, you can do next. I'll take up the rear.
Okay, I will learn your voices eventually, I swear. Who's me?
The bard. The bard is third.
Bard is third. Got it. And then the sorcerer takes up the rear.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you're peeking open the door and looking in, right?
Yeah, just a crack.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
23.
The door is immediately ripped from your grasp, and standing before you are two goblins, side to side, inside of a larger room.
Can I just punch? Rolling shot?
You need to roll initiative to see if you were startled.
Team plus 4 is 17.
Well, luckily you're not caught flat-footed, but you do not get the first swing.
Go snap.
Roll for block. Or no, AC, yeah.
One.
You rolled a 1. Or is that what your bonus has brought you up to?
Oh, you said roll to block. My AC is 18. And I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Ouch.
The goblin swings a mace at your face. Luckily, it glances off your shoulder and only does 2 damage.
Big shoulder. Lucky you.
All right, playing off the rest of you guys the same initiatives. The paladin is next, since you guys are in order.
Yep.
So what's your action? Remember, you still have your halfling friend between you and the goblins. And you only see 2 so far, but you can't see into the rest of the room. Let's make sure that's clear too.
So he's not. How much room is around him? I know he's right in front of me.
Well, he is a halfling, and he just got hit in the shoulder, so you could probably step over him.
I don't want to step over him. I want to shoot over him.
You could do that too.
Oh, yeah. I think you got the room.
All right, I'm going to shoot. Give me a second.
If he asks which end of the arrow goes towards the goblins, I'm just going to smack him. Excuse me. If she asks that.
Asks what?
If she asks us which end of the arrow goes on the string.
That's just a bad idea. Don't if you can't figure out how to use a bow, you should probably put it down and pull a sword. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, but she's insisting on using a bow. So.
Jesus Christ, my name is Archer. Of course I'm going to use a fucking bow.
Okay.
Phrasing?
I rolled a 20 to shoot the goblin directly in front of the halfling.
A nat 20?
No, not a nat 20. It was a 19 plus 1.
Nice.
Hit. Roll for damage.
Unmute yourself, Dave.
All right, give me a second. I'm rolling.
What'd you roll?
3 damage.
Okay. The goblin you struck is stunned and backs away as his friend takes a step forward. Oh, your poor little rogue. Roll for block.
So you basically reflex, right?
Yes.
Okay. 9. The second goblin swings his club and manages to strike you yet again. Take 1 damage.
Oh, no.
You're slowly falling apart.
Mommy!
All right, the bard, third in line.
All
You
right,
guys need to start making some moves here.
right, so one's been hit, right? And the other one has stepped back?
Yeah, one was hit and pushed back, and the second one is now standing in front of the doorway.
Okay,
and
that one
just struck your rogue.
Okay, so that guy, what I'm going to do with this guy, all right, is where's my thing here? Okay, I'm going to perform a hideous laugh at this this nasty little goblin with my okay, yeah, I'm going to perform a hideous laugh, which will, if successful, make him lose actions for a round.
Yep.
Filthy bastard. That was a critical fail.
All right.
Sorry, my midget friend.
I'm going to need
Not only does your hideous laughter not intimidate the goblin, he begins to laugh hysterically at you as he swings yet again at your poor rogue friend in the front.
Okay. 19 plus 5. Let's see. My reflexes.
24.
24, thank you.
Luckily, your rogue friend has finally gotten his wits about him and manages to dive the third hit coming at him. Sorcerer taking up the rear, a full 20 feet behind the door at this point. How are you going to make it an effect at this point? Because you have everyone standing in front of you.
Called shot.
Oh. Well, I try to use my quarterstaff, but it's a little short. So yeah, okay, magic missile.
Aiming at which one? The one that's been hit and fell back, or the one that's laughed hysterically at his failure?
The laughing.
The laughing one?
Yes. And I have to roll for that? It's supposed to be instant hit, isn't it? I know it used to be.
Magic missile's an automatic hit.
Yeah, it's an automatic hit. So roll for damage.
D4 plus 1. And that was 4 points total.
4.4?
No,
4 point total.
4 points total.
Oh, I thought you said 4.4. I was really confused for a second. All right.
Hey, we're not rounding off in this game, damn it. I want every little bitty dot of point.
The second goblin manages to take all the hits in his chest and falls over, immediately dead.
That'll teach him to laugh at me.
All right,
yeah.
Unlucky rogue. It's your move. I would make a suggestion of not standing in the way of the other three behind you anymore. But hey, your choice.
Can I run between their legs?
The goblins or
They're
three behind? The goblins are 3 behind you.
Screw it. I'm gonna punch the goblin in front of me in the nuts.
Remember, he stumbled back, so that means you're gonna have to take a step forward to do that. Just make sure we're clear on
I'm a
this. So
little
you're
angry
stepping
right now. I
forward.
got hit twice. I'm a little.
All right, take a step forward. You're gonna hit him in the nuts. Go ahead and roll for it.
Yeah, 14 plus. So 13.
Okay. Do you have a weapon you're using, or are you just planning on punching him in the nuts? You're just gonna punch him right in the nuts. All right.
Yeah.
Well, as your fist solidly connects with the poor creature's nuts, it crumples over, obviously done with this fight. And you look over to your right to see its 8 other friends staring at you in shock and surprise, ready to charge.
Oh man.
I'm going to bluff.
Bluff.
Yes.
Bluff.
I'm going to bluff. I'm going to just turn the step towards him and yell.
Nutless.
So you're trying to intimidate them.
Yes. And we're going to bluff.
The halfling's already taken his move. We're waiting for the paladin. Paladin, go.
I'm gonna fire again.
We'll shoot another round off, huh? Are you aiming for the middle of the group, left, right? You know, you're picking one in particular.
That guy in the front.
First guy in front, got it. Go ahead and roll.
All right, 16 to hit.
You hit. Roll for damage. Marco.
5 damage.
The one in the front is struck in the chest and immediately falls over dead.
Nice.
His 7 friends seem to slightly slower to react as your bard is able to step forward. Let's hope he does better than last time.
Huzzah! All right, my friends.
Oh no.
Upon my magical lute, I'll attempt a sleeping song upon some of these.
I hope that doesn't backfire.
Me too. 14. No, sorry, 15.
You rolled 15? I'm trying to look at that. Hold on, I'm trying to look that up real quick. Sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What, you said 15?
Yes.
Left, right, or center are you aiming for? Or are you just hoping for
Well,
the
I
best?
can roll a d4 to see how many of them fall asleep.
Right.
And I rolled a 6. Sorry, that's a d6.
I was going to say, D4, you rolled a 6. That's a neat trick right there.
I rolled a 6.
Wow, I like that D4.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, no. Okay. Well, one of them falls asleep.
One of them. The one on the far left manages to slowly lull over and lays his head back down on the table in which he was gambling.
Huzzah!
Snoozing contently. Sorcerer, do you manage to get into the room just to see as that last creature or that first creature lays his head down to sleep, and the other 6 are staring, ready to charge at any moment.
Well, I will then, try a ray of frost.
A ray of frost?
Yeah.
Why do I have a feeling I'm going to get a cold shoulder?
Don't roll crit fail. Go ahead and roll. D20.
Here we go. Rolled a 17. I don't know what my bonus is.
I need a drink. Right back.
Nope. Doesn't have anything.
$17 for ray of frost.
Yeah. So I both see. I don't. I mean, from the details that I have here of. Let's see if I can find
1d3
it.
worth of damage.
Okay, 1d3 then. Oh, I don't have an extra d3, so I'll take a d6 and divide it by 2. Rolling is 1. I did half a point. Almost.
Okay, what did I miss?
Still working out damage for his Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Okay, I do 1 point of damage, but it's a ray, which means it is conical rather than it's straight at 1, isn't it?
What?
Spells. Hang on. I'm trying to understand this.
A ray of freezing air and ice projects from your pointed finger, dealing 1d3 points of cold damage.
Okay, so single target then.
Yep, individual target.
Yeah, just the center of the group. So.
Your ray strikes the one farthest away from the whole group in the chest, managing to slow it and stop it from charging anymore. A clear look of weary on his face.
Nice. Weary. That's good, right?
Oh. 1 second. I don't have my actual dice here. I have to use my an app for it.
Yes.
Robert,
Yeah.
the lead goblin steps up in front of you, raising a club, ready to strike.
I don't know.
Is that an
Roll for
attack
dodge.
of opportunity?
Where'd you come from? Rolled a 10. I don't know what my bonus for dodge is.
Reflex save.
Reflex save, okay. Which is +2. I got a 12.
Unfortunately, you weren't fast enough. The club descends and smacking you on the leg.
Now, I told you earlier I cast armor on myself.
Yes, you did.
And armor, AC for armor is DC
Plus 4.
15. Okay, never. +4.
You take no damage.
Oh, I see. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, +4 armor bonus to AC. You take no damage. You still got struck though. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, but I took no damage. Fine.
Yeah. There you
That didn't
go.
hurt at all. Hey, don't get a whippy little thing, aren't you?
Don't get too cocky as his friend steps up and also swings at you. Just make sure to reflect on that. And this will be flat-footed because you've already dodged the first one.
Yeah.
Am I missing something here?
Mm-mm.
I'm waiting for a roll.
You rolling for reflex?
No, I thought you were rolling the strike.
Yeah,
No,
because
I said roll for reflex. You're flat-footed, so roll.
I never heard that. I never heard
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
Flat-footed is when you don't add your modifier, so it's whatever your roll is.
Oh, okay. So just a 5 then.
Just a 5?
Just a 5.
Yeah.
5.
You are struck again in the opposite leg from the opposite side. You feel your spell falter and slowly dissipate. You have taken no damage, but your magic armor is gone. You can only take so much damage.
You guys are very nice.
Dave, 2 goblins stepped up to you at the same time, swinging their clubs in opposite directions. One from your left and one from your right.
Think of it as like symbols coming at you, and you get to be the clang in between.
I'm a paladin. I don't retreat. Let the little bitches swing at me.
I'm very happy to hear you say that. Swing for reflex.
I'm no, just let him try and hit me. I'm not even gonna try and dodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and dodge. Okay, that works for me.
My AC is 11. Let's see him beat that.
11's flat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One clearly does absolutely no damage with his club, bouncing off your breastplate as if it's nothing.
My Gambison.
Excuse me.
There's some boob jigglage.
Yeah, there's some boob movage.
Wait, what?
The other manages to get the club high enough to meet where your chin and your neck are completely exposed.
Okay, he's gonna die next round.
Take 2 damage.
Got it.
Let's see. And I'm very sorry, Unlucky. Your name is very apt, though. The last 2 goblins standing in the room who have not made a move step forward towards you. Roll for reflex.
You should have a reflex of like 15.
Is it 15?
16.
16. You manage to sidestep the first, the second coming in right behind him, but tripping over the first.
No. He was a bit too close.
Can I coup de grace? He's on the ground.
It's Unlucky's turn. Go ahead. It's your rotation in this whole fun thing.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try to get one of them.
Get him.
I'm going to draw.
Personally, I would pick the one that's already on his face.
Actually, I'm wielding 2 short swords. Where's it? There you go. Nine plus.
Don't forget to keep your hair. Okay?
I rolled a 9.
9 for attack?
Yeah.
Well, they're on the ground completely stumbled, so neither of them are going to be able to block at all. So roll for damage.
Two.
2 per each sword? You are dual wielding, right?
Yeah, I am. Another total of 4. 2 each.
Okay. Both your swords stab into the goblin resting on top of the pile, immediately killing it. The goblin on bottom. The goblin on bottom faints immediately at the sight of his kinsman's blood pouring across his face.
Oh, what a pussy goblin.
And you know, the tip of that sword sticking in the floor right in front of his nose.
You don't know. It might have missed him. At this point, though, he's just done with the fight. He's gone.
Well,
He'll probably be dead
to worry about.
shortly. Yeah. David, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the little bastard that actually hurt me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for attack.
Booyah, nat 20.
Oh,
You got nat 20.
versus a 9.
Finally.
Roll for damage.
Okay, well my damage really sucked. I only got a 2, so times 3,
watch
that's 6.
The powerful
Okay.
swing brings it to the tip of the sword.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay.
Doubles though, right?
All right.
No,
Oh, that was
it's,
with the bow, right?
bow triples it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a double or triple at this point, you still are killing it. So your arrow flies from your string and immediately strikes the goblin who managed to hit you right in the face, blowing clear through its skull, dropping it to its knees, and then onto its face in front of you.
The brains exploded in a frightful mist.
I just look at him and say, "I am the law."
All right, Micah.
Okay, how many do we still have up?
There's one standing in front of Dave,
Mhm.
and then the two in front of you.
And the two in front of me.
Or no. There was two in front of you or Robert. Lose my notes.
Robert. I think it's in front of Robert.
Okay, yeah. You didn't have any in front of you. You didn't get attacked. Yeah, so there's just the two in front of Robert and the one still in front of Dave who looks like it's about to piss himself after watching his friend's head get shot off, basically. Go ahead.
And the one who's I put asleep, is he still off to the side asleep?
Oh, yeah, he's still asleep.
Okay. Okay, so
Blissfully snoozing away.
Excellent. That sounds fantastic because while that guy's asleep, I'm not seeing anything in the book about attacking using my weapon, interrupting my bardic performance. Is that correct? That I can attack while my bardic.
To my knowledge, no.
Okay, cool. So, as a free action, I'm maintaining my bardic performance to keep that guy asleep. How close is the closest one to me?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Well, he's a little bit far for my tastes. So, tell you what, I've got a long sword. I want to step up and stab him.
Okay.
So
roll d20.
15.
Roll for damage.
Dude takes 6 damage.
Your swipe comes into the unsuspecting goblin who turns just in time to see his fate completely unwound as your head cleaves through his neck and sends his head flying.
Wait, your head cleaves through his neck?
Your sword, the head of your sword, cleaves through his neck, sending his head flying. I'm gonna take a drink, son, guys. Give me a break, all right?
Excellent. All right. You know what? I like that.
Robert, you're it. He just killed one of them that was standing in front of you. So there's only 2 left. One in front of you and one in front of Dave.
Well, I'm going to pummel the one in front of me with my quarterstaff. Roll a strike. Roll a 7. What if I bonus with the quarterstaff? Oh no. All these numbers. My melee attack bonus is +1, so I rolled an 8.
You flail wildly with your quarterstaff. Very impressive looking, but completely missing your target.
Of course.
Wow. What class are you again?
He's a sorcerer. He's a
It's
sorcerer.
the secret ninja method of, coolest quarterstaff.
All right.
The bloodless quarterstaff. It strikes nothing. Not even the ground.
Dave, the goblin in front of you tentatively approaches you and attempts another swing. Roll for a block.
I'm not dodging. I'm just watching him like he's an idiot.
You're gonna let him hit you in the chest again?
Yeah, I'm not a little bitch. I'm actually a kind of a large Russian type bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
the terrified goblin lifts his cudgel up, his club, and swings as hard as he can. It slips out of his hands and bounces between your legs, leaving him completely defenseless.
I dropped his club and then he pissed his pants.
Unlucky. It's you.
I'm going to attack that one.
The one that just dropped its cudgel?
Yeah.
It is the one closest to you, so
Wait a
go
minute.
ahead, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Can I get a free verbal?
Who is that?
The paladin.
Free verbal?
Yeah, he's trying to attack an unarmed goblin. I mean, come on.
I would say that depends on your alignment.
Yeah.
Lawful good.
Goblins are
yeah,
evil.
you probably wouldn't do that. He's unarmed. He's shaking in the knees. He's absolutely terrified for his life. You would take him prisoner.
No, because here's why. Because goblins are inherently evil creatures, so as a lawful good paladin, he's okay with them being destroyed.
I've seen numerous online discussions about this. I completely disagree with what you just said. Regardless, I'm not going to get into a philosophical debate, so go ahead and kill him. I'm good.
You guys can have philosophical debates later. Unlucky, it's your shot. You took a step forward, you swung. What was your attack roll? 7?
Actually, it'd be a 6.
Well, luckily for you, this goblin is completely flat-footed and scared shitless. So, you have 2 short swords, right?
Yep.
Roll for damage.
Just drop that die up. 2 and 3.
Your double strike lands firmly on the goblin's neck and chest, eviscerating him and laying him low immediately.
Okay. Are there any unconscious goblins laying around?
Oh, there's one still alive, standing in front of Robert.
Oh,
And
okay.
the one sleeping.
And there's one sleeping in the corner.
What about the one that was pinned under his friend?
Oh, he's still under his friend, completely unconscious after having fainted after watching his friend be killed easily in
That's
front
right.
of him.
He's fainted. They're both.
Yeah. So there's only one still standing, one still ready to fight, not very willingly, but still there, and it's standing in front of Robert, and it's Dave's action.
Well, I'm shooting him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
And the sorcerer begins to pray.
Okay, 18 to hit.
Roll damage.
3 for damage.
Your arrow slices across the air and lands straight into his belly, wounding him but leaving him still standing, growling in pain and anger. Micah's turn.
Ooh. Okay, so we got one up. And
One up with an arrow in his belly. One asleep
then
and one passed out underneath his buddy.
Okay.
So
So
what
this
about
guy,
the one that I punched in the nuts?
Oh, he's down. The damage he bled out from the damage he received before you punched him in the nuts.
Oh, okay.
okay. Well then,
So
what
it
I'm
was a
gonna-
wicked punch to the nuts.
Yeah, the punch in the nuts just sped that process up.
So Micah, what is your plan for the final goblin bleeding and angry standing in front of your sorcerer?
Aw. Well, I'm going to walk up to him. I'm going to take the step that I need to get close to him.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him in Goblin, before I strike him, I always loved you. And so that's a 17. And I hit him for 2.
You hit him with
Love.
With my
your
sword.
longsword, right?
Yeah.
With an utter look of confusion, he stares at you as you slide your sword between his breasts, immediately ending his life.
That's
You
the way we do it in
always
the Shire, brothers.
You always loved him? Yes, I see Gobblings too. Oh my god, you shit mister. All right.
All right.
Ah,
You guys are out of your initiation order. Now you guys can just make a decision of what you all plan on doing, standing in this room full of dead goblins and unconscious goblins.
I
well,
said-
I'm all for slicing some throats.
I say we go up to this guy who's sleeping, wake him up, and we find out where this kidnapped girl is, so we know where we need to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got rope.
What?
Get a rope.
Got rope.
Get a rope.
Tie the
Buck
bugger
him
up.
up first.
Wait.
Hold on. We don't need a rope when I have high intimidate.
No, we need a rope to let him run away.
I feel better with a rope.
I feel better with a rope.
Okay. Who's got
I
a rope?
feel better with a rope.
So we're all clear on the same page here. You guys are planning on tying up the sleeping goblin, then waking him up to intimidate him and question him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hentai
I'm
style.
going to cut the other one's throat. The
Okay,
one
so
under my stab victim.
Okay, I was waiting to see if you guys just completely forgot about that one.
No.
So that one's dead. Obviously, can't defend himself, and I'm not even going to make you roll for whether or not you can
Yeah.
actually slice the throat, because hoping all of you have that ability. Does someone have rope?
Yes. One out of my backpack.
I have loot
Beautiful
strings.
thick-
You got catgut, huh?
Yeah.
All right, who's tying him up?
I will.
Go for it.
Who's I will?
Unlucky.
Alrighty then.
I can hear him
Roll for-
cussing him out the whole damn time, too.
As stupid as it sounds, roll for use rope.
Say again.
Roll for use rope.
Well, I'm
Come
not
on,
seeing-
that's not even here anymore, is it?
Mm-mm.
No, I'm going to roll for, let's see. Diplomacy. Is it with, no.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
No.
Sure, that'll work.
Because either way,
Alright.
I'd imagine it'd be a dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think survival, since not work would be a survival type thing.
Mm.
Ooh, good.
I'll make a note. I'll make a note to have to look this up.
But survival is technically the wisdom modifier. But I guess knowing how to tie the ropes. Yeah.
Yeah, how to come up with the knots and stuff.
Yeah, you go down the block, not across the street. Or wait.
That's what? That
23.
That went very dark.
23. All right.
And I'm
All
going to tie him so that it's tight enough that the circulation gets cut off permanently.
Hands in front or back?
Well, no, he can have his hands in front. We want his hands in front. We want to see what he's doing with his little fingers.
So you've tied his hands in front of him, just his hands so far. Anything else you plan on tying up?
Oh,
or,
tie his legs.
Too.
Bind his feet. He's a goblin. Come on.
Feet, too.
Okay.
And his ears.
You bind him securely to the chair. Assuming you're planning on waking him up now.
Yes.
Cup check.
Who's questioning him?
I can, since I've
No.
got high intimidation. Unless someone else wants to.
Intimidation.
not
Mine is a total of 4.
I don't have Intim. I can bluff, but
I have intimidated 4. Bluff of 8.
Okay, so shall I?
let
Go
Micah.
for it.
We'll just feed Micah questions.
Do I need to roll for this?
Yeah, for the hell of it.
Oh, so that's a 21.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay.
Wake up and tell us where the girl is.
You can't speak Goblin, right? You're not just yelling in this thing's face in language
Oh,
you
no,
can't.
I can speak goblin.
All right.
I say that in goblin.
Okay, good. It immediately startles awake and stares at you in abject horror. No words come from its mouth.
Of course, it could have helped if we just ungag him first.
Oh, did someone we didn't gag him, did we?
You didn't gag him.
Yeah.
He's intimidated. He's
Okay.
scared shitless.
Okay. I see how it is. How about this? I'm going to roll diplomacy, and I'm going to tell him that if he does tell us where the girl is, and how to get there, we will let him go free. Let him go free. But the other way, the way we came, the way out.
Out.
Is that cool
Go
with you
ahead
guys?
and roll.
15.
He doesn't believe a word you say. He immediately looks at you and says, "You might as well kill me. I will not tell you anything."
All right, guys. So he just said we might as well just kill him. What do you want to do?
Cut his ears off.
Ooh, I like it.
Babysitter, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm not going to torture this guy. I'm just going to continue forward.
Okay. So should we just leave him bound, like gag him?
Yeah, definitely gag him. Let's gag him with his own ears. I'm joking, by the way. No, get the knife away from it. I'm joking.
I'm going to drop back into the shadows.
All right, so you're going to gag him and leave him tied up in this room with his 7 dead friends?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
Teach him
punishment.
a definite lesson of what not to do when people like us come knocking.
I'm gonna hide in the shadows.
You planning on doing anything else at this point?
I'm following the paladin.
Are we going to go in through the gate then, guys?
That was what I was going to do. I mean, unless the path splits somewhere.
Well, I'm gonna search the room a little bit.
All you guys know about this room so far is just that there were a bunch of goblins in it when you came in. None of you have made any observations on the room yet.
I am perfectly happy to wait and search the room.
Sorry, I was confusing with the last room. All right, let's take a look around.
And there was mentioned during combat of something about a gambling table.
There we go. There was. In fact, I mentioned gambling tables. So you guys take a look around. Inside the chamber are a series of makeshift tables and chairs, which have been banded together from wastefully cut logs, while others are broken and badly repaired. It is cluttered and a shambles with loose gambling equipment, such as chips and cards, that were thrown away as the goblins rose to challenge you when you entered the room.
Is there any sign of coinage?
No.
Just chips?
Chips. They were using chips.
Just for funsies. Just because, right? I'll go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
Roll a d20.
$21.
21.
Yes, 21.
There is no sign of any magical items inside the room.
Okay, fair enough. So it's not worth digging through the pile of bodies. Got it. You're welcome, guys.
You're welcome.
As you finish your inspection of the room, you notice that across the way from where you had entered, there is a dark tunnel leading farther into the complex.
I hate dark tunnels. It's just spooky.
Is it a dark tunnel? Is in there no more torches going down that way, or just dark at the entrance?
It is dark down the tunnel, but you can see a light farther in what appears to be an opening in a larger chamber.
Awesome.
Let's go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take lead unless anybody objects.
I'm cool. Do you want to light it
I'm
all?
cool.
Since it's dark?
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, so wait a minute. No, I should be good.
Say again?
You are human, right?
I'm gonna hang back a moment.
So
Okay.
who is bravely going forward and who is staying behind?
I'll follow the paladin.
So the paladin's going into the dark hallway leading to the lit room on the other side.
I am the light in the darkness. I continue forward.
Ooh.
Hey, Jason.
Huh?
Bottom of page 200 of the core rulebook.
Okay.
Bottom right, tie up.
200?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Like I said, I'm gonna hang back in this room a little bit. I'm gonna do some poking around.
And that was Unlucky, who's poking around?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the wrong side of books?
There it is. Tie-up. If you have your target pinned or otherwise restrained or unconscious, you can use the rope to tie them up. Works like a pin effect, but the DC to escape the bonds is equal to 20 plus your combat maneuver bonus instead of your CMD. Ropes do not need to make a check every round to maintain the pin. If you're grappling the target, you can attempt to tie them up with ropes, but doing so requires a combat maneuver check at -10. If the DC to escape these bonds is higher than 20 plus the target's CMB, the target cannot escape from the bonds, even with a nat 20 on the check.
So he's stuck there.
Yeah, he
Oh,
ain't going
yeah.
anywhere.
Okay, so who's coming with me and Dave into the tunnel?
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking I should probably sit back here with the rogue, keep
Is
him
this
out of
the only way?
trouble.
Is this the only way out of the room?
Yes.
Okay.
This and the way you came, obviously. So, I'm assuming the Paladin's the brave one going first, and Micah's following along.
He bravely led the way through
Yeah.
the dark abyss. The lightness in the dark. But now we're at this.
He bravely ran away, my lord, he bravely ran away. Ran away, chicken and he ran away.
Hey, I'm the boy.
Go ahead and roll a. Wow. Roll a d20. You're searching. Couldn't think of the word for a second there.
Perception.
Perception. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, you perceived your perception.
Yeah.
I can see my feet. I rolled a 5. I asked if he wanted a light.
All right, with your magical ability of perception, you managed to see that there is in fact a room in front of you, and that's
Yay.
not all you figured out. Micah, do you want to try and help him out and look past him, see if you can see anything?
Yes. That was me, though.
Wasn't that Dave who rolled?
No, that was me.
Oh, I didn't-
That was Micah.
Well, then Dave, roll perception.
I don't want to.
Such a brave paladin we have.
No, it's because I legitly rolled a nat 1.
Oh, you rolled it.
So in an attempt to shield your eyes and try to focus down to the center of the room, you managed to poke yourself in the eye with your thumb and have observed nothing useful whatsoever.
Wait,
Do you guys
Get to the next minute.
do you guys want to
Trying
quit while
blink
you're ahead
the
and go back to the gambling hall, wait for the other two, or do you want to try again?
Well, I thought you said there was light at the end of the tunnel, right?
There's light at the end of the tunnel showing an open room, which you saw with your 5, and Dave didn't see by poking himself in the eye with his thumb. So
How far down is it?
it's fully down the hall at 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet. Lovely. Okay, so then, Dave, would you be okay if I cast Dancing Light and set up some lights every 10 feet down the hall?
If you have the mana to do, or spell ability to do it,
Level 0 spell.
awesome.
At will. Okay, so from where we are, and then
Can we
10
pause a second? I got a question.
Go
Mechanical
ahead.
question. The level 0 spells. The program didn't tell me how many spells a day I get.
level 0. That's
Yeah.
as many as you want. It's only higher up that you're
Oh.
limited.
No,
Okay.
there's a limit. Level
Oh.
0, you can cast. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, my brain's not working today, apparently.
Yeah, because they're cantrips mostly.
I thought level 0, you just didn't have to choose what they were.
For
I could-
now, I'm going to look it up, but for now, let's just go with you can cast as many as needed because you're right, it's cantrips. They shouldn't be anything major or exhaustive.
Right.
So
Okay, so is that cool then?
The program told me how many spells a day I can cast for level 1, but it just has a 0 for level 0 per day.
yeah,
So.
I see that. So yeah, we'll just go with unlimited at this point. No, we'll see if our assumption is correct later.
Okay.
I'm fine with rolling that way as long as you guys are.
We do have somebody saying that level 0 equals cantrip infinite casting.
Who
Cool.
says that? Oh yeah,
Uh,
we're still live broadcasting, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That person's my homie.
Ah. All right, so you're
From where we
casting-
are, and then 10 feet after down the hall, lights upon the walls.
What spell are you casting?
I'm casting dancing light, creating
don't
torches
have-
or other lights.
You don't have dancing light listed.
I do.
This is Robert, right?
No, this is
No.
Micah.
Micah.
That's a level 0 bard spell.
Yeah, I suck. All right.
No worries. Still love you.
I'll get all your guys' names eventually, and I hear your voices and know who's talking eventually. It's just gonna take a while.
at least my voice.
The
is
one
the
that he doesn't have a nose, that's Robert.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Yeah, so you create light every 10 feet down the hallway, easily lighting your way.
Exactly.
There is nothing rock straight down to the room, which appears to have a light in the center.
Okay.
Do you
Dave,
guys
what do you
want
think?
to?
Glowing gem?
What?
Is it a large glowing gem?
No.
Okay, good. We avoided that fate.
We still have unlucky searching the room with Robert, right?
Yeah. I'm tapping my foot with arms crossed, just what the hell? We're missing all the fun.
Go ahead and roll a search. D20 for search.
All right. 10 plus 8. 23.
I have 17.
You search through all the corpses and around the room and find nothing of use or value at all, other than the fallen clubs, which appear no more than broken logs that could be used more as firewood than a club in all reality.
Okay. I'm going to cut the goblin's throat.
Which one?
The one tied up in a chair.
The last one alive?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, see, he's doing it while the paladin's not there, so he can do it without anyone stopping him.
Well,
There's no argument. Yeah, he's cut the goblin's throat. Are you going to join your two friends in the hallway, the one with the sore eye from poking himself?
Yeah,
Sure.
plausible deniability on that goblin.
Come on, my midget friend. We have lights.
I'm going to collect the twine that we used for tying him up.
Okay.
And
It's
then
probably
head
the
down.
only useful thing in that entire room, so that's good. Go ahead and you two can go ahead and roll for a perception to see if you can see anything down the hall and into the room.
Okay. I roll. Oh wow, a 19.
22.
This area of the cavern seems to be both a gathering place for the goblins and where the rest sleep. Many of the nooks and crannies along the walls are filled with dried glass and rough-looking reed mats. In the center of the cave, a large fire burns, surrounded by rocks and the remnants of burnt animal carcasses and bones. The area seems otherwise empty, despite the large number of beds. The sole occupant of the room is a small, frail-looking goblin sitting next to the fire who seems to be cooking something. He has his back towards everyone and a furry creature at his feet. Two other passages lead outwards from this room, one smaller and one much larger.
Can I approach him with diplomacy?
Good.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can you? I mean, that's up to your buddies and you. I
I
mean,
know. Yeah. What do you guys think? You guys hang back,
He's
and I'm going to approach him and talk to him in Goblin.
I say go
He's-
for it.
Okay. So that's a 27. I want to approach him and say in Goblin, of course, my friend, what are you cooking? Smells delicious.
he jumps in surprise and stares at you incredulously and asks, "Where did you come from?"
Well, we've come the long way in. Had a little bit of a kerfuffle back there. Sorry to say, but you know how it is. Say, do you know where this little girl is? Have you seen a human girl anywhere?
pulls out a cell phone and shows it to her.
He responds with, "I don't know what you're talking about, but if you've come to kill me and my tribe, you got another thing coming. If we don't stick you full of holes, our pet dragon will roast you alive."
Look, friend,
Right.
we haven't come here with the sole purpose of killing. All we're doing is looking for a little girl who was taken. If you know where she is, or where we can find her, we'll be on our way.
"I know not what you speak. Leave now."
All right, turn to the other guys. All right, he's not cooperating.
You know what? I'm going to push him into the fire pit.
No. Let's give them all more reason to yell and scream even louder.
So you all agree to push him in the fire pit, or he gets
No.
pushed in before you stop him?
No, I do not agree with this.
Well,
He hasn't
both of
done
you roll a
anything to us
d20
yet.
and both of you roll a d20 and see who wins.
Yeah.
All right.
Initiative.
12.
You know what? Can I add my intimidation to that?
Go ahead. You're
'Cause
intimidating your
I'm
friends.
intimidating him, exactly. So 27 says no.
Okay.
You stop
Yeah, I
before
got a
you even
19.
keep going. You stop before you even...
19.
Yes, a murderous little half elf. Or a halfling.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's be a little bit more calm about this, guys. He says he hasn't seen her.
Well, it doesn't mean everyone down here has.
He also said something else.
He also
Yeah,
said that
leave
they've got
now.
a dragon.
Yeah, I
Now-
noticed that too.
Being a goblin, a dragon could be anything because they're goblins, right?
And he said,
But it's probably a dragon.
You say he's stirring a stew pot?
Yes, he's cooking.
I'm going to check out his stew pot.
Can we like search the room to see if there's any evidence that a girl was even drugged down here?
Sure. So the one checking the stew pot, go ahead and roll perspective.
Perspective.
perception.
Ah.
Well, you know,
Too much
it all
there.
makes sense now.
I apparently need more vodka. Excuse me. Go ahead.
14.
14. All you see is a brown liquid simmering with chunks of indistinguishable meat inside.
Okay.
And the person searching the room,
Is there
go
a
ahead
ladle?
and roll.
Is there a ladle in this stew pot?
Don't
Yes.
do it. Don't do it.
Okay, I rolled a 3, but I get a +1 for my wisdom. So does a 4 find anything?
Other than the random scraps of reed mats laying across the floor, you find no evidence of anyone other than a goblin being there.
Hey guys, how do we know we have the right cave?
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so tell you what. Since I've still got my diplomacy going on, I'm talking to this goblin.
No, this guy, the goblin has absolutely no intention, has shown no action of intimidation or attempting to harm any of you. He's
Exactly.
made no threatening moves whatsoever.
Exactly. So I'm going to continue my polite conversation
Dialogue.
with him
Go ahead,
in
go ahead.
goblin.
I'm going to look at his animal.
He can do that. So, good friend, tell me, are you the only tribe in the vicinity, or are there other goblin tribes in the area?
Of course, we're the only one. The great burning goblins of the hills. We're the only tribe in the area.
So you took that human girl from the nearby village.
I do not know what girl you speak.
The one your people took from the village. Less than 24 hours ago.
Do I look like I've left this cave in years?
No, but you look like the one who gives the orders.
Ask him if he
Kill
wants
me
to
or
meet
be
his
done
god.
with it.
Okay.
Ask him if he wants to meet his god.
Well, he basically did just tell us that he did, guys. So, you know what? Go for it.
He did just what?
He basically did say that he wants to
You're
meet his
absolutely
god.
sure you don't want to ask about anything else?
If
Do you guys want to ask him anything
you guys
else?
didn't take the little girl,
Do you
Who
know?
who did?
He says he doesn't know what we're talking about. What little girl we might be talking. He doesn't know about any kind of human girl.
Who was looking at his pet?
I was.
As you looked, roll perception.
15.
Okay, you didn't crit fail. That's all I was really looking for. You look down and see a curious little spider covered in fur, incredibly loyal to the goblin next to it.
Nice.
What you got down there, dude? Sorry. What's down there, midget friend?
A spider.
Holy piss. We need to be careful about spiders, guys, especially in caves. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
All
I've
right.
sung enough songs about
Do you have
spiders.
any other
Indeed.
questions for the goblin in front of you?
I have a
Wanna-
But I want to ask it through the bard, so I'm going to whisper it to the bard.
Go.
Okay, my question is, if they didn't kidnap anybody to, like, say, to feed to their dragon, why would the townsfolk want them exterminated?
Good call.
Other than they're goblins.
So how are you
True.
planning on phrasing that to the goblin?
No, I'm whispering it to the bard. He can figure it out.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Well, how is the bard going to say this to the goblin?
I'm going to say it thusly.
That's clever.
My dear friend, like I said, we didn't come here just to kill goblins, to kill any of you. That's not our goal. Our goal is to find a missing girl that we were told went missing and was taken by goblins. Now, do you have any reason to believe, because you seem like a reasonable fellow, that maybe this whole thing's just been made up? Do you think the town folk might be doing us a bamboozle? A heckin' bamboozle.
All I can say is humans all lie, every single one of them. Why would we waste our time stealing a little girl when we have a dragon to care for?
Well, you kind of answered that question, friend. I mean, dragons do like eating humans, especially little girls.
You need to leave before our dragon eats you. I'm tired of this conversation.
So a heckin' bamboozle. All right, friends. Turning back to everyone else. He says that he's got nothing. All he says is that all humans lie, which is a standard thing goblins would say. But he doesn't seem, I mean, crap, this guy's not being aggressive towards us. So he doesn't seem like he's being defensive in any way. Even though we killed like 30 of his people. But
Ah, let's not
what do you
tell
think?
that to him.
What you reckon, friends?
Is there other goblins in these hills?
Nope.
In another cave?
He said they are the
Or-
only goblins in the area. Only his tribe.
I'm going to look up above us.
Good call.
Perception check.
11.
Still hoping for a crit failure. All you see is the roof of the cave you're in. Nothing extraordinary or eventful above you.
No spider webs or anything like that.
No. No.
Hey, what do you guys think if I asked him if we can, since we're not here to murder them all, if he would be cool with us just going and having a look at his dragon?
Go for it.
All right.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't mind because eventually one of us is going to end up feeding it.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah, ask him to feed us to his dragon. We want to be fed to his dragon.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Wait, what? No. No.
All right, so
I don't.
It's a bait and switch.
Literal bait and switch.
And he says all things lie. Gee, I wonder why.
Right. All right, so I turned to him one more time. Like, all right, friend. Before we're on our way, I've sung many songs about dragons, but I've never actually seen one before. Might we go have a look upon your mighty dragon?
If only he was here for you to eat you and burn you. He left a few days back. Big old head was gone, got stuck in, stayed at the caves. I don't know where it is now. Ask our chief.
All right, where's your chief?
The larger tunnel that way. Rot Nose won't take kindly to interruptions, though.
All right, well then, you know what? Bon appetit, my friend. You enjoy your stew. We're going to go have a little chit-chat.
How deadly?
Okay, so he said the big tunnel is where the keep is, and that the dragon escaped a few days ago.
How deadly does that look?
What?
So
How deadly does the spider look?
It looks more like a pet than anything else. A little dog. Just in spider form.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't kill the pet, man. Come on.
Don't do it. All right, so should we go to that larger cave then, guys? Go talk to the chief, see what he knows?
Yeah, larger cave.
Okay. All right.
He'll die soon.
Probably. Okay, so let's make our way down there, huh?
Oh, I push his stew pot over.
Oh, you douche! Really?
Yes. He's being a dick to us, so he gets a stew pot knocked over.
He wasn't being a dick. We just killed 20 of his friends.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to power walk as quickly as I can to that tunnel so that I'm not there if there's anything that, in retaliation that happens.
So who tipped over the stew pot?
Oh, crap.
The halfling.
I like how you guys just throw him under the bus too. roll defense.
Yeah.
Seven. Hello?
Hello, hold on.
Teach me to grab the wrong die.
Teach you to kick over a stew pot.
The goblin immediately pulls and swings a short sword at you, hitting you in the side, causing 2 damage.
How the hell did he get that?
Yeah, that's strapped to his side. You guys didn't look hard enough.
I'm going to punt the spider.
Too late. The spider's also attacking your poor little halfling, who I believe was already damaged from the original fight, and none of you decided to stop and patch up your wounds. So you should also roll an defense again from the spider.
They were all bludgeoning wounds, weren't they?
Perhaps legs a prick. He got hit with a stick.
Oh, I thought it was like, well, we don't have an ice pack for him.
19.
You managed to dodge to the side as the spider lunges at your neck.
Can I swat it into the fire pit?
You are all good to do it. Whatever you need to now. It's your attack sequence.
Spider to the fire pit.
No, you don't know about spiders in caves.
What'd you roll
Hold on a second.
for your melee attack? Kick at a poor spider.
10.
Your foot slides right past it, missing it completely to your utter shock and amazement. The other three of you need to roll initiative.
Oh, crap. 20.
I'm last. 1.
Yeah,
Okay. Who got the
Hey.
20? Was that Dave or Robert?
Robert.
Dave, what'd you get?
Dave got a 15.
All right, Robert, you're next.
Cussing under my breath.
Huh?
Hang on. Oh boy, I guess I'll just try and swat the spider with a quarterstaff. Roll a 14.
Roll for damage.
Oh, actually, yeah. 4 points.
With a resounding squish, it flattens to the floor and shoots its
Oh.
guts everywhere. Dead instantly. Dave, your shot.
To quote the great Haggard, you should not have done that. Should not have done that.
I aim at the goblin who's causing trouble now.
There's only one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and I got a nat 1, so whatever happened.
Oh no! God.
Yourself in the foot, literally.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Shoot an idiot in the toe.
Just shoot for damage. Or roll for damage.
Wait, I roll for damage against myself?
It's not against you, but roll for damage.
All right, 2.
You said 2?
Yeah, 2.
2? As your boasting releases, you seem to sneeze at the same time, sending the arrow errantly flying towards your poor sorcerer who had just kicked the spider, or just smashed the spider into oblivion, landing in his leg, causing him 2 damage.
Thanks.
And slowing his base speed by 10 feet. Micah, it's all on you. There's a goblin standing there with a short sword in hand.
Should not have done that. All right, I'm going to cast sleep on this guy.
Roll.
That's an 18.
His eyes slowly close as he rocks back and forth and then falls to his face, snoring contently.
Can we go, guys? Before he wakes up.
I think we should bind wounds at this point.
I'm severely hurt.
Stop me in the leg.
Over half my hit points are gone.
Bind your
Hey,
wounds
man.
and let's GTFO.
It's dusty in here. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, that's why you sneezed.
Dusty.
It was the spider guts.
Is anybody hovering on death's door?
I think our halfling is close.
Half my hit points are gone.
That would do it.
So you should probably not be up front.
No.
You guys should probably
Everyone's
not
in
pick
the
fights with
front.
people who didn't want to fight.
Mhm. All right, guys. I've got dark vision. Let me go in the front.
You also have a lantern spell.
Yeah. So if it's dark, I can throw some lights up.
No, I'm good with that.
Okay, we're gonna go down the large hallway now.
So you're choosing to go down the large hallway.
That's
Yes,
where the
large
chief is.
hallway who hog knows.
How many?
Rot nose.
The
Sounds lovely.
binding wounds. What does that do for us?
Heals you all the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but there's still the pain in my butt.
Yeah, you are still slowed by 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'm a half orc. Can I carry him?
Yeah, you can. Because
Okay.
Oh, hell
he's
no.
only if he chooses to allow you, and you remember you're gonna have to put him down, and
Not
that'll
if I
take
roll,
a
not
full
if I
action
roll
for
intimidate.
him.
You intimidate too, then.
All right, Robert. I can carry you, or I can tell you to let me carry you.
You just walk and be quick about it, Eladio.
All right, fine. Okay, I want to head down the hall. Who's coming? Who's what order?
I second.
Okay.
I'll take up the rear.
Yeah, you
I'm
will.
gonna take up the rear.
So what's the order?
Bard, Paladin. Let's do Sorcerer, then Halfling. That sound good? Like. Oh.
Yay, nay,
What's
yes.
the halfling's
I'll
movement?
be right back. 1 sec. Someone's at the door.
Now, is there anything in this this area where I could use to bind that old part up? Besides the twine I've already got, or the loot string.
Well, just the twine you already have. Nothing in the immediate area seems to be of any use to tie him and secure him.
Okay, I will tie his right arm to his left leg behind his back.
Oh, that's cruel. Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20. Let's just make sure you don't crit failure on this one.
Didn't crit fail.
You're good. You tied him then.
All right, I catch up to the group.
Okay. So we're still going Bard, Paladin, Sorcerer, and Rogue, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You enter into a large cavern filled with the overbearing scent of burnt meat. The air is thick with smoke and hot on the skin. Numerous fires burn softly around the room, and shadows dance across the walls and ceiling. Built up against these walls are a series of stands and primitive scaffolding, peering down over a shelf of rock that is thrust against the far wall. In the center of the shelf is a large, muscular goblin wearing a dented round cap, helm of steel, sitting on a makeshift wooden throne. Many goblins are present, shouting and screaming at each other in their own tongue, clamoring over the stands and around the throne itself.
Oh boy.
And here's where
Why-
we die.
Yeah, why is it I felt we just walked into death's room?
Sorry, back from getting the door. What do we see?
Oh, yeah. Lots of goblins, including the Goblin King. And they're all away.
Time for a diplomacy check. What do you guys want to do?
I think the bard should say something intimidating.
How about something diplomatic?
Get up and leave while we still can. Use the tried and true classic method of running away.
Do we
Are
see
they
the girl?
are they
Do
aware
we,
of us?
like take a look around and see if we find our objective?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You
Are
know
the
what?
goblins aware of us?
No, not yet.
I think I'm gonna backtrack. go to the other. I think I'll backtrack and go down the other hallway.
Do you guys follow him, or are you just gonna let him go off by his onesies?
Well, if they're not aware of us, then I say that we kind of slowly back out and go check the other hallway.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
You guys stay in the same order when you're going to the smaller opening?
Well, it would be reverse order, but yeah, essentially.
I'm assuming once you get to the room where you have the goblin tied up, you would switch back over to having the bard be in front, then the paladin, then the sorcerer, and then the halfling, correct?
Sounds good.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Is there any way we could block up that bigger opening?
No.
No. Not even we grabbed all the benches and whatnot and shoved from that other room.
Look, as a last resort, shouldn't we ask the chief? Last resort, obviously. Beg an audience with the chief and ask about the dragon?
For all we know, we're about to see the dragon.
No, because the guy that's now sleeping by his, dead pet and tipped over stew pot, he said the dragon escaped a few days ago.
I think as a last resort, we should take the tar or whatever from the torches that we found, and we should fill this room with it, and then startle them. And when they charge in, set the whole place on fire.
I like it. Kill it with fire.
Sure. What are we going to breathe while it's burning?
we will be towards the passageway that leads to the outside where there is no fire and breathable air.
Oh, okay.
So are we going to go to the... How about we just go to that smaller passage?
Yeah, we should try that first, though. That was a final solution that I was offering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we know how final solutions work.
So you guys going down the smaller tunnel.
Yeah.
Unlucky, roll a d20.
$10. What am I rolling for?
To see if you notice the trap that you just stepped into before you stepped into it. Go ahead and roll for a dodge.
$24.
Oh, you managed to jump out of the
Nice.
way as a spring-loaded contraption of spikes flies past you, having been triggered by the floor panel in the ground and being concealed by mud encased over the side of the wall.
Oh, crap. Everyone stop.
Yeah.
You are now halfway down the hallway into what appears to be a larger opening, or an opening larger than the tunnel you are in. What would you like to do?
I would like for the road to get up there and make sure there are no traps ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm going to start detecting trap.
Roll a d20.
Nat 20.
There are no traps ahead of you whatsoever.
Or anywhere else in the world.
So you guys are going to continue forward?
Yes.
Yeah.
The smaller tunnel grows tiny and barely allows a full-sized human to squeeze through on hands and knees as its ceiling is so low. The walls press in on the cramped space, giving anyone walking to a crawl little room to negotiate. Unlike the rest of the caravan, the air down here is cold and there are no fires or lights. As you proceed, the tunnel slopes downward and begins to feel damp and wet on your fingertips. The ground begins to feel blackened by a faint mist. Finally, you emerge into the other chamber where you can fully stand. There's little of note in the room aside from in the far corner where there's a small body of deep water that has collected in a depression, fed by drips from the cliffs above.
Well, that was fun.
Maybe that's how the dragon got out.
The water.
Yeah.
Didn't he say it was a fire-breathing dragon?
Goblins say lots of things.
True, but there's typically a grain of truth.
Well, hold on though. He also threatened that the dragon would kill us if we were causing trouble, knowing full well that the dragon wasn't there.
Good point. Well, I guess we can either go swimming, which I don't think any of us can do, or we go back.
It's dark in here, right?
Yeah, let's go back.
Well, wait. Can we see anything in the water?
So you want
You
to
said
search
it
the
was
water?
deep.
Hey, I've seen this movie. I don't find a ring here.
So you want to do a perception check of the water?
Sure, I'm gonna.
Yes.
Yes. 16 plus
Woo!
24.
20.
What?
I got a 24, and Sexy sounds like he got a 20.
Yeah.
You see a large, snake-like figure swimming deep in the water below. As you inch closer to observe it properly, it lifts its head up and you can clearly see its gaping maw full of teeth. It makes no attempts to attack you or get any closer to you, but it does make a loud hissing noise to wear you away from it.
Back up.
Hold on, guys. This might be the dragon.
No. I'm not stepping towards that thing. Hold on. Jesus.
This might be the dragon he's talking. Not all dragons fly and breathe fire, right? Could be a water dragon.
Well, unless the dragon can talk, we're not going to find out.
Water dragon?
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't speak Draconic, but I do speak Goblin. And if goblins are keeping this, maybe he understands Goblin.
Try common, too.
Shall I?
Isn't that what we're speaking now?
Well, we're speaking Common.
You all are speaking common. So you guys want to attempt to communicate with the thing?
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. So I crouch down, and in Goblin say, obviously not moving any further forward.
Wait, crouch down. How high up out of the water is this thing?
Only its head is showing out of the water right now.
It's a sign of not trying to assert dominance. All right.
That's a sign that you want to feed it in your face.
So I crouch down. Hey, I haven't gone up to the water. I'm still right at the entrance of that room. All right, so I crouch down. I'm like, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
This isn't a 5-year-old kid you're talking to.
It hisses at you.
Well,
It
what kind
hisses
of
at you. A very long kind of hiss.
Make a perception check one more time.
Absolutely. 13.
I got
21?
27.
Jesus.
As you attempt to communicate with the creature in your childlike way, you can clearly see in its eyes that it is not an intelligent creature and will not speak to you. It merely hisses and angrily tries to make you weary of it to keep you away from its lair.
Okay. All right, guys. This this isn't a tame creature, so you know. We either gonna have to search and fight this thing, or just piss off the other way.
How big is this thing again?
The creature?
We only see its head.
You only see its head. And its head is the size of your chest.
All right, so
That's a
this
pretty
thing
good
could
size
be
fish.
about 100 feet long, as far as we know.
Yeah.
especially if it's a water
How,
dragon.
how tall is that entrance of this little? Am I able to stand up clear without hitting my head?
Is this Micah?
No.
Who is this?
Dave.
Dave. Yeah. No, even Micah could stand up. The cavern is easily
No, the
easily
entrance
15 feet tall.
tunnel.
Well, yeah, you guys are the creature is in the corner, in the lake in the corner, or in the deep puddle in the corner. You have room to walk around the puddle without an issue.
How wide is this puddle?
You don't know how deep it is, but it is at least 30 feet across.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus, this room is much bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, I did too.
It's only the tunnel that is small.
Right. I was curious about how tall the tunnel was. I
No,
mean,
yeah, the tunnel is small. The tunnel required you to crawl through.
my height is 2 foot 10 inches.
Yeah, it still required you to
2
crawl.
foot.
2 foot 10 inches, yes. I remember looking
What
at
the frig are you?
it. He's a halfling. A very short one.
No kidding.
He's a hobbit.
That's smaller than a hobbit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's basically a little pixie. But anyways,
Okay. So, guys, do we want to investigate this further, or try our luck with the chief?
Oh. I don't think any of us are going to have the skill to take this thing into, like, you know, a hissing pet or melt.
Oh no, not the
So,
hissing pet. The rest of the room.
I'm gonna take some of my travel ration, the jerky, and toss it into the water. See what it does.
roll a d20.
No, you can't keep it. Where would we put it?
Why don't we have a druid?
11.
Yeah.
The creature immediately spins around, eats the food, and it comes back up above the water to stare at you and hiss again.
Throw some more.
Roll a d20.
You're gonna regret this.
17.
The creature dives underwater, eating the food, and stays near the bottom.
Sorry. Whose chest is its head the size of? One of us or him?
yeah.
A human, excuse me.
Okay.
I forget there is a half ogre among you. Yes,
Yes.
the size of a normal human male.
Okay.
Oh,
I say we feed it the midget.
Pegasus Epsilon says Jason laughed like Tom Golden.
What?
the snicker of yours.
Tom Golden. Never heard of him.
I'll have to look that guy up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I prefer Michael Bolton. This is a tale of Pirate Jack Sparrow. So, shall we look
What's
around the
your
room?
guys' plan? What you guys doing now?
I'm leaving.
Search for secret doors.
Okay. I'd say it's probably a good time to look around with the creature at the bottom of the water.
So you guys are going to search elsewhere?
Yes. Is it dark in there?
It is dark.
You guys want some lights?
Just don't put one in the water.
I got lights for days. How high is the ceiling?
20 feet.
Okay, so I'll put my lights on the ceiling like every 10 feet.
As the lights burst into life, you clearly see the outline of the cave. It is much larger than you originally thought, having the darkness having encroached in all the corners. The small pond in the corner is a much smaller bit than you first imagined, but still seems large when you think of the creature inside.
So the 30-foot in diameter pond is
It's
small
small.
compared to the size of the room.
Yes.
All right. Do we see any other openings?
No.
Are there any other openings?
Roll perception.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. 15.
There do not appear to be any openings near you.
Okay. Well, that's not what I asked.
You rolled a 15.
Oh. Okay.
Does anyone else want to search or look around?
Sure, I'm gonna search. I'm gonna do some searching, looking for openings and whatnot.
I like the whatnot.
Oh boy.
What if he finds a whatnot?
20.
20. There seems to be what appears to be a nest in the back corner of the cave. It is large and imposing and intimidating to the point where you do not wish to approach without first ensuring you have backup.
Okay.
What do you see, midget friend?
There's a strange, what looks to be a nest over there in the corner.
Is it a dragon nest?
I don't know. Let's go look at it.
Let's approach it cautiously.
As you approach cautiously, you can clearly see the outline of a large nest. You cannot see any major prints or indication of what animal was there, but it is clearly a large creature.
Yeah.
Does it look like the large creature has gone somewhere else?
There is no indication that the creature is anywhere nearby.
Can I do a knowledge?
Search the nest.
Can I do a knowledge check to see if I can figure out what kind of creature it is?
Sure.
Never mind. I seem to have forgotten my own name.
Crit failure. Okay. Anyone else have any ideas or what they
What are we
want to
doing
do?
here, guys?
I searched the nest. If it's gone, I don't care.
You search the nest thoroughly and seem to find shards of what appear to be an egg.
I guess we're late for breakfast.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tell you what,
Look at these shards.
I'm gonna detect magic.
Okay. So as you cast Detect Magic, go ahead and roll a d20. Let's just make sure you don't crit failure.
Crit failure? Whatever. I'm performing this detect magic to an 18.
The shards glow magically, showing an easily visible presence of something, but at the same time, nothing. You cannot identify the magic that exists within them, but you know that it is there.
All right, guys, I've got a feeling it's probably a dragon egg. I would like to gather up some of these shards to bring along with me, just for funsies, for later
No, they're
experimentation.
mine.
I called it.
What? I picked them up. I searched for them.
Can we share?
I suppose.
Okay.
So you each split the shards of egg?
Yeah, I grab a few pieces that can fit into my pack.
Okay. And what is your plan now, oh mighty adventurers?
Let's go back to
I'm
the
going to
chief.
search that the nest a little bit more thoroughly.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Uh, 12.
You find nothing else of interest or providing you any information whatsoever in the nest.
All right.
Let's consider this to be our save point before the boss.
Yeah. I'll be nice and throw a little bit more meat, jerky into the water for the serpent.
Roll a d20.
2.
You throw yourself in the water.
So close. As you throw the trail ration into the water, you stumble and lean closer to the water than you intended. Creature immediately jumps out of the water, catching the food midair, and lands his head inches from yours as it slowly pulls itself back in, staring at you and hissing the entire time. So close. I'm guessing your intention now is to leave, guys?
Yeah.
Yep, that's GTFO.
All right, let's all see the little spinning symbol in the bottom right-hand corner saying the game's saving. Yeah. All right, let's move on. So you guys are going to climb back out and go to the large entrance again, correct?
Yeah. Side note.
I've got a song for this.
Side note, go ahead.
Halflings rise to a humble feat of up to 3 feet.
So you're saying that you're average to above average in height?
Slightly above average.
Okay. At less than half my current height, you're slightly above average. I feel proud for you. Would you all like me to read the description of the large chamber in front of you again?
Yes, please.
Oh, sorry. The large cavern ahead is filled with the overbearing scent of burnt meat. The air is thick with smoke and hot on the skin. Numerous fires burn slowly around the room, and shadows dance across the walls and ceiling. Built up against those walls are a series of stands and primitive scaffolding, peering down over a shelf of rock that is stressed against the far wall. In the center of this shelf is a large, muscular goblin wearing a dented, round-capped helm of steel, sitting on a makeshift wooden throne. Many goblins are present, shouting and screaming at each other in their own tongue, clambering over the stands and around the throne itself.
Well, I speak Goblin. What do they say?
What'd you get? D20.
5.
5?
Yeah.
You hear nothing but the rabble of the sounds and random words and parts of conversations. Nothing that immediately lends to what's going on.
All right, guys, they're excited about something.
Yeah.
That's my input.
I still say we need to take as close a look to the room as we can without revealing ourselves, and try and see if we can find our objective here.
I'm gonna. Dice, don't fail me now. I'm gonna sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
Stay to the shadows along the edges, and see what I can find.
I meant like a spyglass. Jeez.
Who was that sneaking in? The halfling?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The pixie.
Yeah.
$27
Let's see. You're rolling for
stealth.
what? Stealth. Yeah, you're rolling for stealth. Wow, I'm slow. What'd you get? 27?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You manage to crawl into the side of the room very quietly and very carefully, staying to the sides and the shadows as much as possible. But while looking around, you still see nothing else beyond your initial evaluation of many goblins scrambling over and near the throne of their mighty chieftain.
Hmm. Is there any bit? I'm gonna see if I can count how many goblins there are.
Roll for perception. What'd you get?
7.
27? Did you say 27?
27.
Okay. There seemed to be, besides the great chieftain sitting in his throne with a look of sheer contempt and intimidation on his face, 8 other goblins running around the chamber, or lounging near the side.
What you guys want to do?
This game 4. Whoa, a lot of triangles he collected.
Yeah.
Why? Why did
You guys want to go in swinging, or try to be diplomatic?
There's 9 of them.
There's 8 goblins and 1 mighty chieftain.
The key thing is there's no little girl. I'm telling you, these townsfolk took us for idiots.
Well, they did send you out on an adventure while you were drunk. Just saying.
What did the bard do to us?
I didn't do anything. You brought us here. Hey, so should I be diplomatic and just ask the chief what he thinks about the nearby town and their shenanigans towards this tribe? Yes, no?
Sure.
Okay, you guys cool with this?
I am a paladin. I am cool with anything that is straightforward and honest.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then. So, I am going to... So, with a total of 22 for my diplomacy roll, I'm going to slowly, with hands down, palms forward to my side, kind of bowing slightly, slowly approach the throne. What was his name again? Rotnose?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll say something thusly. O mighty Rotnose, chiefest of glorious chiefs, whose renown goes from here to afar. We strangers enter your domain, seeking only an answer to a simple question. Will
Before
you
you
grant us an
continue, he
audience?
stops you.
Mhm.
You trespassers, all tall and noble with your fancy clothes and shiny weapons. As he states that, the goblins around him stop and immediately look to the entrance, noting all of you at once. You think you're better than goblins, don't you? Ha! You'll soon see. With a dragon on our side, what hope do you have?
Free action. I drop my clothes. Just,
You
you know,
say
drop
your clothes? Like all of them? Are you just deciding to be naked in front of these guys?
everything
I
but
mean-
my loincloth.
Well, this just got erotic.
So I drop my outer raiment and I say, Great Chief Rotnose. Two things. Firstly, we certainly do not find ourselves to be greater than you goblin kind. I'm saying this in the public, of course. I mean, look at me. I'm a frackin' half. How, seriously? All we want is to ask you a simple question. One little question and we'll be on our way. But then secondly, because there were two things, one of your guys did tell us that the dragon escaped a few days ago. So that does concern us a little bit. Will you grant us the answer to one question? Oh, great Rotnose. The magnificent.
Ah, you humbly bow before great Ragnos. Ah. What do you wish to know, puny mortal?
Immortal? The hell? Goblins aren't immortal. That's an aside that I say in my head.
Don't say it aloud. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. Great Rotnose. The nearby townsfolk of humans, and I spit on the ground when I say humans, okay? Of humans, has got it into their minds that your tribe is responsible for a missing girl. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't believe them either. Freaking humans, right? Bunch of lying bastards. I get it. I'm with you on this one. But we're just doing our duty, investigating, having a look-see, asking around, seeing if we can find out if there's any truth to this. Everyone that we've asked so far in your, for lack of a better word, amiable tribe has told us they know nothing of this girl. So my question to you is, how trustworthy are those bastards up in the town?
You answered your own question. They are humans and never trustworthy. But if you ask if we took one of theirs, then you ask a silly question. Of course we did. We needed a sacrifice for our mighty Ragma. Her flesh will feed him. Now I say with you, do you think it would be easy to fight us? I can see in your eyes. Look around you. We outnumber you. Seeing we were making games from your bones.
Oh, mighty rot nose. Let me put it to you straight. Great chief of chiefs. Oh, rottiest of nose. We already killed like half of your guys. We're gonna have no problem taking you down. So, what we're here to do, since you've told us you've taken this girl, is we want her back. And we humbly request, as you see, I'm down to my loincloth here. I'm, obviously not any better than you, is that you just give her back to us. Take a girl from another town. We just want to take this one back. And we'll be on our way.
As I already told you, you pathetic weakling, she is with mighty Ragma and will be planned a sacrifice.
Okay, well, where's Ragma?
Yeah, I'm rolling initiative. I'm shooting this bastard.
Hold
So,
on.
initiative? You guys should all roll initiative now, and then I'll give you the answer to your question. You can decide what you want to do after that. How about that?
Okay.
Let's see. Initiative 23.
Jeebus, who was that?
Unlucky.
23 for unlucky. 18 for 18 for Dave. 8 for Micah. Robert, what about you? Wake up! Is he still there?
Yeah.
Hey, Mav, time to do that spell stuff.
Shit. No, it's so hot here.
Robert, what's your initiative?
Just count it as a 1.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so you wanted the answer to your question, which is where is the dragon, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
wish
no.
to meet him? Good. He will make short work of you. If you make it out of here alive, he has found an old ruin in the forest. Follow the cliff face till you reach a fast-flowing river, then head north. You'll be able to smell smoke before long.
And he'll smell us before we get there.
Okay, thanks, bye, I guess.
As he finishes his sentence, the 8 goblins around him charge.
Oh.
Well,
Well, that's the way it's going to be. Chief
It's a good thing I was
rosiest
already
of
in the room.
noses.
You wish to fight?
No!
Well, they're charging. We may as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, may as well if they're charging.
I mean, they're charging you, or there's a clear path behind you. I mean, it's your choice, fight or run. But
Right. Hey, okay.
you do
When
have
I-
a paladin. I don't think paladins, run from danger, right?
When I snuck into the room, how close was I able to get away from the doorway and back or around Rotnose?
Oh, you all 4 are spotted now. They know all 4 of you are there.
I think he's trying to see how close he got to him to see if he could attack Rotnose or if he has to carve his way through 8 goblins to get to Rotnose.
It's Rotnose, 8 goblins, and then you. You ain't getting to him now unless you have like a bow, which one of you does have a bow, but I mean, again, giant goblin chieftain, clear path behind you. Your choice.
Here's what I do. You guys want to run?
Run.
Not
Yeah,
running,
run.
I'm shooting.
You guys
Running
want to fight?
sounds good though. I need the exercise.
So 3 of you say run, and 1 of you stubbornly decides to try and shoot people.
They have clearly violated the law. Apparently the townspeople were correct. This is injustice.
All right, let's fight. Let's do it.
We found the girl.
Huh?
We found the girl.
They took responsibility for kidnapping her and feeding her to the dragon. You were asleep.
Who isn't here?
Exactly.
They broke the law.
Why would they take
I am the law.
the girl? Okay, I'm gonna have to stay awake more often. You know, I can't leave the paladin behind.
All right, fine. Let's do this. Let's make short work.
Make Charmer.
While you guys are still having a discussion, let me check something real quick.
Oh, you want to see how many times they can beat us before we finally do something?
No, while you guys are in your momentary indecision of run or hide, or run or fight, excuse me, Rotnose reaches down and grabs a javelin and throws it at your party. All of you roll
crap.
dodge.
Well, wait a minute, that's not fair. I've been saying I've been shooting for since before he finished his sentence.
True. So just you roll dodge, because you're the only one that's still standing there while all the other ones have already turned and started moving.
I'm not gonna dodge that little bitch.
But you're gonna stand there, huh?
Yeah, I bet he can't hit me. I got an armor class of 11, no balls.
Okay.
Wait a minute. He has an armor class of 11. Doesn't it start off at 10? It's supposed to go up from there.
Wait a minute. My
My
armor class
dodge
is
sucks. I have no dex, guys.
my armor class is 18.
Mine's at 12. How is it our paladin has the lowest armor class in the group?
I couldn't
Hey.
afford armor.
All right. We get out of here alive, I'll go buy you a sub.
I have a Gambison. I have cloth.
Dave,
Yes,
he strikes you with a javelin. Take 10 damage.
that hurt a lot.
Ooh, damn!
You should have rolled.
Do you guys want to make a decision of running now? You still have a choice. The goblins rushing after you are still far enough away that you guys can make the choice. Be it with a wounded paladin.
Our paladin is only 2.5 feet tall, right?
No, that's your rogue. Your rogue is 2.5 feet tall. Your paladin is 5'10",
No, all
Or
right.
me.
I'll agree to leave at this point.
with a javelin sticking out between her boobs. Just throwing it out there.
Okay, darkness.
So we're gonna run.
Yeah.
Okay. As just for curiosity's sake, can I cast? Since we're not in combat, can I cast dancing light to make some lights between us to kind of distract them as we run away?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so I make some lights. Woo-doo-doo!
As you're bolting down the long hallway back to the elderly goblin that you tied up, lights appear behind you. The goblins straight rushing after you shriek and turn in terror, with their leader behind them screaming, "Can you continue the chase?" You quickly make it past the tied up goblin, who laughs at you as you pass.
I'm gonna stab the goblin.
And apparently gets stabbed in the face as you're running past. Oh, and roll a d20 and make sure you don't crit failure that, please.
12.
Okay, you didn't crit fail. Good. You stab the goblin as you run past, adding insult to injury of already tying the poor bastard up. Runs past him and you clear the entrance of the cave as the goblins catch up to your heels, but stop without following you any further.
Well, they got
All
their
right, fine.
As I'm running.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Let's head up north towards those ruins.
Do you want to heal or anything? Just wondering.
Next time we bring fire.
Yeah, lots and lots of fire.
I pull 4 torches out of my backpack and ask, "What? These?"
All right, so let's pull the spear out of our paladin's chest.
Yeah, we'll start there.
And let's heal him up a bit, and then make our way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Until we heal up fully, I don't think we can face a baby dragon.
So where are you heading now?
The direction that he told us, it was like north along a cliff face, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before moving onwards, you notice the forest itself is unusually quiet, without birdsong or animals clattering amongst the trees. The silence is suddenly broken by a terrifying and destructive roar, a roar that echoes through the trees and sets in your bones, making you shiver with fear. You hear a much fainter scream, followed, and both seem to come from the northwest.
Okay, before we continue.
The fainter scream was an echo of me.
Pissing my pants. You bravely run away. Brave Sir Robert. Okay, so since we're all a little bit terrified from that scream, I'm going to go ahead and do a play a little jingle to inspire courage +1 to us, so that we're not so afraid as we continue on.
Well, considering I've got a racial bonus of +2 to fear.
Where they go? So,
you have a right to be more afraid. That's
Save against fear.
against fear. Okay, that's more like it.
right. Okay, let's go. We've girded our loins. Let us be off.
As you continue on your way, you see a small herd of red deer jump across and away from the raging sound that continues to come from the northwest.
Keep going. Keep going. We need to get there so she doesn't die.
Forced march.
So you're going to continue on your way?
Well, we need to get to that girl.
Maidens need saving.
Oh, you would pull that one. All right, fine. We'll keep going.
As your force march continues, inching closer and closer to the screams that continue to roll through the forest, you suddenly come upon a raging river flowing in front of you. Which direction do you turn? See if you guys are paying attention.
Okay.
So we're headed northwest.
And screams.
I put my hand ear to the stone on the ground, and I listen for the sounds of anything impeding our way.
And you hear the raging water echoing through the stone because you are next to the river.
Our sorcerer is high.
Apparently.
Can we push the sorcerer in the water?
Okay, so we're headed northwest, right?
You were headed along the cliff face. The sound was coming from the northwest, but it has since stopped.
Yeah,
And the
because
river-
they know
the
we
river-
are coming.
Huh?
Which direction is the river flowing?
Upriver and downriver?
Really?
No!
Upriver? Downriver?
You roll a sense to see if any of you can sense which direction is north, because you've been following the cliff face.
Perception, in other words.
14.
Not you. Still lost. Anyone else?
I look up at the sky and try to find the sun.
20.
20.
Apparently, I can this.
The river running downstream to your left is approximately northwest towards where the sound originated from. You realize that you need to follow the river and find a way to ford across.
Hey, wait a second. At my size, that could be a simple brook.
Assume that any descriptive wording I'm using is for a standard size of a 6 foot tall male human,
Oh,
not
great.
not a tiny little dwarf, a little
What-
pixie. So I mean,
What about a
a
7 foot
raging
tall
river to a
half-orc?
human is like a grand rapid for the poor little pixie you guys are dragging along.
I'm willing to bet we could throw him across the river.
Raging torrent, and I can't swim.
Whoa,
but if we
it's
give
good
you a
that you
rope-
can be thrown across the river.
The murderous little rogue is on your side, though. Hey, maybe I'll climb up onto the fork.
Does anyone have knowledge of nature or geography?
You know what? I'll roll because I do have a bardic knowledge bonus. Let's see if at any point in my travels I might have learned something from songs.
Oh boy.
Top left, top left.
That's a 7.
Wow.
Sorry, boys. That's a river.
You know absolutely nothing useful other than, yep, that's water.
Well, I could have told you that there, but big, great, and ugly.
Oh boy.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see any kind of rafts or boats along the shore near us?
Or any intelligent life form? Sure, go ahead.
That's 16.
Well, then I'm grounding me. I'm looking for ants.
Looking
Oh,
both up and down the river, you see no form of boats or crafts of any kinds, but you do
what
see
about
an area of
something simple
shallow
like
water
a bridge?
farther down the way that allows you to easily cross if you are over the size of 4 feet tall.
Okay, let's go up that way, and I'll carry the midget. Come on, boys. Onto
All
my
right.
shoulders, midget.
I climb him.
All right. As you cross
not
the
there.
river and make your way continually northwest, you find a hidden forest in the or a hidden structure in the forest.
I was
It
just
is
saying,
hidden-
it's forest in the structure.
Yeah, the whole world.
How did they hide all
The
the
forest.
trees here?
The forest is hidden the ancient structure's walls. As you peer through the trees, you can see the upper floors have long since fallen into ruin, but the thick walls still stand, smoke rising from within. Shallow depressions pot the landscape. Some are filled with foul-smelling, putrid water. Others are filled with rubbish and discarded objects. Along the western side of the walls have caved outwards, revealing an entrance into the keep.
Okay.
Go in.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's easy. Rogue! Check for traps.
So your goal is to just cross over the broken wall and into the keep.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and everyone roll for initiative.
Let's see who dies first. Counts. Yeah, that is a additional bonus. Oh, 12.
Who's yelling 12? Is that Unlucky?
No.
Oh, that's Rob.
And what did Unlucky get?
Hold on a second. Okay. 14.
14. All right. Micah is the first one to cross over the ruined wall and step into the courtyard of the ancient keep, and immediately needs to roll dodge.
All right. Well, it's a
That's
good thing
it.
I rolled it. Good thing I rolled a 19.
That is a
Who gets
very
it?
good
I
thing.
first.
Ugh. That's me dodging.
Flaw?
Ugh.
Hey.
As you step across the crumbled wall and into the main courtyard, a goblin on top of a large boar fly past you and swing a short club that misses you by inches as the goblin continues to ride past and out of range of any melee weapon.
Okay.
The rest of you follow suit into the courtyard, correct? None of you are going to stop suddenly for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Nope.
Micah,
Not
roll.
lucky enough.
Micah, what do you want to do? All you're aware of right now is you just stepped on the ground and a boar rolled past you with a goblin on top of it, swinging a club at your ass.
Am I in the courtyard?
You are standing just inside the courtyard, yes.
What else do I see?
Roll a perception check.
I don't see much.
Is it a crit
7.
failure?
No, it's a
Oh,
7.
7. Okay, yeah. All you can make out in your sudden haze is the goblin that just rode past you, and nothing else.
The smell off that boar must have been something pretty
It
bad.
was. It was rough.
No,
I mean,
kidding.
Goblin's bad
I
enough.
think it was probably the club swiping right past his face that kind of stunned him for a second, to only being able to focus on the one thing that just nearly hit him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and cautiously continue.
So you're not going to attempt to attack the goblin at top you. You're just going to
Oh,
continue
is he
into the.
trying to be? Is he in combat with me? You said he just rode on past and I was out of
Oh
range.
yeah, he rode past you after swinging. He's out of range of any melee attack.
Oh, so he's wanting to fight.
Yeah, you're just not going to catch him. You're not going to be able to punch him. You're not going to be able to hit him with anything because he rode past you. But you are a bard. I'm assuming you have another plan.
Yeah. So I'm going to put his boar to sleep with him on it.
That'll do it. That should
Yeah.
be interesting.
So that's an 18.
That's good. It doesn't work though. Goblin
Aw.
turns and the boar snorts at you and laughs. Or the goblin laughs at you and the boar snorts at you in derision, angry that you would attempt to do anything to it. Obviously too much in a battle lust to be affected at all by such puny and minor spells.
Psh, puny and minor.
All
All right.
right. So, David, you're up.
Hey,
You
Dave,
step
you had
in-
you
step-
javelin.
Into the courtyard, right behind him.
Yeah. Did you keep that javelin that we pulled out of you?
I can't use a jet or well.
I never heard anything about keeping it. I'm assuming it's still just outside the cave, in a bloody mess that you guys ripped it out of him.
Probably.
So you step into the courtyard. What is the first thing you wish to do?
Assess the situation. Do I see the goblin that was attacking him?
Yeah, you would have seen that. But you
Then
haven't
I
seen
see
anything
it.
else yet. So would you like to do perception for your free action?
No, I just want to shoot the goblin.
All right. Screw anything else around. You're shooting at the goblin. Got it. Go ahead and roll.
I do not shoot the goblin. I rolled a 5.
Your shot goes wild and completely missing the goblin as it turns and as it rushes past you again, swinging. Roll reflex dodge.
The 5s love me today.
As the goblin rides past, his club connects with your head, doing 2 damage, and the tusks of the boar simultaneously connect with your shin, doing 2 damage. 4 total. Also landing you flat on your face, being tripped by the goblin's tusk.
The boar's tusk.
I was
The
going to
boar's
say,
tusk. Excuse me. The boar's tusk. Excuse me. Apologize. The boar's tusks.
That's some long tusk on a goblin there, aren't there?
Unlucky, you land on your feet right as the goblin rider knocks down your paladin, rushes past you. What do you do?
Who?
Draw swords and slash.
Unlucky. You don't want to assess the situation at all either. You're just gonna attempt to slash at the running goblin rider.
Well, yeah, I'll assess the situation.
Roll d20.
What am I? Perception?
Yes.
Well,
You are also tunnel vision focused on the goblin rider running past. Roll reflex dodge.
$12.
While doing no damage, a arrow pierces the cloth of your robe or the cloth of your pants, showing you that there are other combatants on the field.
All
What is
right.
your action?
Duck behind a wall or a large stone.
Your halfling rogue immediately dives behind a wall to save himself from any other particular archers who might be aiming at him. And
What's wrong
following
with
last,
you, pitiful little thing?
following last, Robert, you hit the courtyard floor as your halfling rogue dives over into behind some boulders. What do you do?
I'm looking around, and I have an 18.
Oh, thank God. You notice that there are 2 other riders in the courtyard, one of which has just discarded a bow, having fired his only arrow, and is mounting as they both charge towards you.
Ah, yes. Well, yes. Yes, I will, let's see. Here's my spellbook.
At a stuttering loss.
What debris is on the ground?
Magic missile. Magic missile.
The
Attack the
courtyard is,
darkness in their hearts.
the courtyard is clear of any obstruction.
Yeah. Okay. Magic missile then. At the lead rider.
I'm sorry, what? You were cutting it out there.
Magic missile at the lead rider, whoever's
Okay.
closest. Boom! Right in the face.
Roll damage.
That's a D4 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be 3 points of damage.
3 points?
Yes.
And you were aiming at the rider, correct?
Correct.
That is correct.
The missiles stab into the lead rider, seeming only to phase him minorly as he continues to charge on.
Lovely. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Let's fall behind this wall over here. Left side. Hopefully you might get stalled.
So, it is back to Micah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt again to put all 3 of those boars to sleep. I'm
The
gonna roll to
boars.
hit that. Yeah, 4 boars.
3 boars. I'm just
3 boars,
making
yeah.
sure. Your target is the boars, correct?
Yes, the boars.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is 7. Sorry. What's that one? So that's a 19.
All 3 boars seem to not be affected by your wonderfully looted song, as they are all in a mad, angry rush with the adrenaline
right.
pumping,
All right.
pressed on by their riders.
You dirty bastards. All right, so I'm just going to take a free action and draw my sword.
Wise decision. Dave.
I'm shooting somebody. Who's closest to me?
Well, they all seem to be at equal distance at this point, as every goblin is able to ride in, attack, and ride away with impunity.
Whichever one looks like it might be riding towards me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
9.
Your shot goes errantly wild and it misses the rider coming closest to you.
Yep.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Your roll.
My little toothpicks aren't going to seem to do much here.
Try.
Try, because there's gonna be more I can do.
Okay, am I near a wall or something?
You're hiding behind a giant rock just inside the courtyard.
What if you tried to latch on to one of the boars as it rides by and try to climb up and then stab the dude, the goblin?
I like it.
Do it.
How far am I away from the wall of the outer wall?
The outer wall behind you has been torn down. That's what you climbed up to get inside. The closest intact outer wall is 30 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how, where is the next pile of rocks?
Behind you, outside the outer wall.
Nothing in the courtyard itself?
No. You are behind the only pile of rocks in the entire courtyard, and that is only merely a pile of rocks because it has not been cleared yet.
Okay. Can they see me there?
None of them. Roll a perception check.
15.
Roll a hide.
30.
None of them noticed you. Noticed your quick movements back behind the wall, assuming that you ran clear of the entire structure.
Yes, garlic is with me. Sorry, somebody was asking a question. All right, so I'm going to stay hidden and hold my action.
So you're going to wait?
Yeah.
Probably a well thought out idea. Robert, round and round we go. Back to you it is.
Okay. I look up, and whoever's closest, I am going to shoot. It's a missile of acid splash at the closest boar. Right,
Nice.
aiming for the eyes, preferably. So
That's a bigger hitbox, so yeah, nice.
So you're aiming at the boar, right?
Yeah.
Roll for damage. 1d3.
Yep. 2 points of damage.
And a critical failure on defense for the boar. Your shot lands directly on its eyes, immediately
Nice.
dropping it down, its front legs collapsing in pain. The goblin riding it is thrown straight to the ground, crunching over, bending itself in half. Unmoving.
Nice.
One down, 2 to go. What are you guys laying around doing nothing for? Why did I gotta all the work?
Because you're pretty much our only effective range guy.
The remaining 2 riders target your bard as the most likely target, being the largest and most intimidating creature on the field.
Okay. Does that make it my turn?
No, that means you're getting attacked.
Okay.
Roll dodge.
All right. Okay. All right. That's a 5. No, 8, 6, 7, 6.
Okay, roll dodge again because there's 2 of them.
Ah, that's a 20.
The first rider rushes past you, doing 4 damage with its club, landing atop your shoulder, sending you spiraling, luckily out of the way of the second, who misses completely.
Jinkies.
Good dodging.
Yeah, dodging. As you roll to the feet, it is now your turn.
Right.
They are rushing past you and have easily cleared 30 feet before you can gain your senses to react to the actions.
All right, so let's see. I want to. Here's what I'm going to do.
So 1 roll, not 15.
No, I because I've been having bad luck with those 2 sleep spells. What I'm going to do now? I'm going to cast Dancing Light on those boars' noses, right in front of their eyes. Dancing lights.
That's an interesting theory, Eric. Go ahead.
That ought to startle them. I like it.
Yeah. So that's a 19.
A 19. That's good. Let's see how they react, huh? Yeah. They don't seem affected at all by the lights. In fact, they seem to wink out as soon as they land on you, on their noses. You sense that your spell didn't go quite right. It's something happened where you seem to have missed a note.
Oh. Somebody's using color magic, I think. If that were the case, the acid wouldn't work. It was a magic missile. They have a color bar.
Dave, it is your turn. Unless Unlucky wants to use his free action that he still hasn't used yet.
Well, seeing as I don't have a ranged weapon,
are you gonna just cheer for moral support and let a Dave try something next?
Yeah.
Dave.
I have no choice. I must continue to try and shoot.
Roll a d20.
He must keep shooting at them. Haha, he must keep shooting at them.
Thank God, a nat 20.
Oh, roll for damage.
Hopefully I don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Booyah, 6.
And is that after your multiplier?
Oh, no, after multiple 18.
Your arrow flies to your blow, finally
dead.
doing something right, and catches a goblin in the face as it turns to charge again, laying it low and sending its hog mount running in terror away from the battle.
Nice.
It's back to Unlucky's. Go at knife.
Throw a rock.
You know what? Yeah.
Improvise ranged weapon.
Improvise range weapon. All right. Roll a d20.
Hey, it works for hobbits.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get?
5. Hold on. Yeah, 5.
Your rock sails harmlessly past as the last goblin riding boar rushes past your rock towards Sorry, I can't remember the battle here. Towards Dave, who seems to get picked on a lot.
Come on, darkness.
Oh wait, no, excuse me. Towards Micah, because they were charging after the giant bard, the easiest target, easiest and largest target.
Yeah.
Roll dodge, Micah.
19.
The club harmlessly slashes past you as the goblin continues to ride past, again turning ready for its next charge. Robert, it's all you.
Okay. Well, it worked before. Another acid splash. The boar's nose or face or something.
What'd you roll?
Acid splash.
Oh, I know what you did. I'm asking what you rolled.
Oh, the hit.
For damage.
Oh, for damage. Ooh. I roll a 1.
Because acid splash is one of those where it's an automatic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm not seeing anything about a hit or anything. So.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up. I gotta remember Rimmer. Yeah.
Rimmer.
Yeah, there is no save. Yeah. Okay. So you said 1 damage.
Yeah, 1
And you said
point.
you said at the boar, right?
Yes. The board's face.
Arnold Rimmer.
While it does damage the beast, the acid does not seem to distract it as much as it did its counterpart, and it continues to roll on, rushing past you yet again. The goblin not being able to get it under control enough to enable to swing at you during at least this pass. So you're distracted enough to not get hit. Come on, be positive here. And Micah, it's back to you, unless Unlucky wants to try to throw another rock.
Yep.
Roll d20.
Nope. 7.
Again, the rock flies harmlessly past the goblin, doing no damage and not even startling it. So it's Micah's turn, right? No, Dave.
Yeah.
Micah's. No, go ahead.
My turn.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
so here's what I'm going to do. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm going to do in my head, so I'm going to roll so I know how I'm going to say this, okay?
Okay.
Oh, okay, so I just rolled an intimidation check
Okay.
of a 25.
Okay.
I'm going to yell at that boar. You stop right now and eat your rider.
If that works, we're all gonna be laughing.
Yeah, wow.
I'm going
I
to.
didn't know you know how to speak for.
I'm gonna pause for a second before you declare your target. I'm just gonna remind you: you've attempted to put these boars to sleep, and every time they have been under a bloodlust and being driven by their riders, been completely unaffected by any sort of mind-altering or intimidation spell. Are you sure you don't want to try and intimidate a different target?
Okay.
With the same roll. You know,
With the same roll,
boar or goblin?
The goblin, I will say, stab your boar in the head right now, young man.
While the goblin does not do what you says, it is terrified and immediately turns and runs as far away from you as possible, exiting out of as yet unseen gate on the far side of the courtyard, leaving an empty courtyard behind and its 2 dead compadres lying in the dirt.
What about the boars? The boar he was on.
Oh, the one he was on? He rode it out of the courtyard.
Okay. Phew. I did something.
Wee all the way home.
Any mirthful comments from the people watching us?
No, not really. It's just something worthwhile.
I can't throw a rock to save my life.
I'm going to heal
Yeah.
myself up.
That is very, very obvious.
It's okay. I can't shoot a bow to do it either.
No, you do quite well with that bow. Sometimes.
Miss, 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 miss. Nat 20. Miss, 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 miss. Nat 20.
I seem to recall a fight we had playing D&D, and I was the only one with a bow, and the dragon was leaving with our magical sword that we had quested high and low to collect, and I could only hit the damn thing with an at 20. And the DM gave me 4 shots before it was out of range. Damned if I didn't hit 3 nat 20s in that 4 shots.
What is your next course of action now that the battle is over and you guys are able to take a deep breath and calm your senses and decide what you're going to do naturally instead of having to react on the fly?
Oh, okay. Then I cry.
All right. So one of them is break down crying with the rest of you.
All right, while he's crying and the rest of us are healing up, I'm also going to no, nothing. Okay.
Wait a second. Did the bard ever pick up his clothing before running out?
We're going to assume I did.
I'm going to assume you didn't.
That was kind of an expeditious retreat.
Yeah, and since you decided you wanted to strip for the goblin chieftain for some odd reason.
Wait, you did
I
what?
got to get on his level.
Did you really miss that part where he said he took off all his clothes as a
Unfortunately,
reaction?
I slept through it. Unfortunately. Oh, man. This is all being shown on YouTube. Okay, I'll have to go back and rewind. I'm sure y'all heard me snoring in the
Don't worry, I'll
background.
post this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God! So we could catch that part. I'm gonna just frame that one part and make it like a ringtone on my phone. And I drop my clothes as a free action. Awesome.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm assuming you guys all are binding your wounds and taking a quick break to catch your breath. Correct?
Yeah.
Just reset all. I'll be nice and fair. Go ahead and set all your HP back to full. And you in fact
there's
are
the
able to-
autosave.
Your the arrow in your leg is all better now, or at least starting to heal up enough to where you can start moving at a normal pace again.
Oh, good. Thank God for small favors.
So you guys want to look around? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that boar head that got the acid splash in the face?
Oh yeah, I died.
Oh, hey, since I'm naked,
Hey,
Hey,
dinner.
I'm naked. And I'm not wearing any clothes, too.
Well, you can skin it. Use that for.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna skin the boar and make at least a little bit of a jerkin or something.
Bacon.
Bacon.
So you're gonna hide your twig and giggleberries? Got it.
Yep.
Thought
Hey,
you
you know what?
were
I'm gonna wear that boar's head on my head.
Well, as your mighty bard closed themselves back up a little bit, the entrance to the ancient keep is a dark, smoke-filled maw. The rocks around it have been cleared clearly by the goblins, and leaving a glowing embers of fire just inside. Dark smoke rising slowly from them.
Well, after the bard's done skinning
Or
the
himself.
we should take some of that boar and make it into pork chops and bring it so that we can cook it later or feed it to the dragon.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything along the a skill along the lines of butchering?
That would probably be survival.
Yeah.
We would just assume that all of you know how to butcher an animal, since all of you are skilled adventurers.
Adventures. Yeah. Okay.
I have religion.
Oh,
I know how to sacrifice one. Does that count?
Well, it's already dead. It's kind of hard to sacrifice a dead creature. I mean, it's hard to stop beating. Most gods don't
Yeah,
want
the
not
only
beating
way you
hearts.
can sacrifice a dead creature is if you just didn't eat it.
I'm gonna go check out that goblin that was thrown from his boar.
Roll a d20
Oh boy.
for search.
12.
Nothing.
There is a search, is there? I guess it'd be perception.
Yeah.
12?
12. Hold
Well,
on,
the
let me
goblin-
double check that. Let me double check that.
All right.
14.
The goblin is clearly dead, and on your initial search, you see something bulging from its pocket.
Oh.
It's a,
I have a cut purse, so I'm going to cut that purse or pocket.
It's got a bulge. It's happy to see you. Now,
oh,
as you cut the pocket open and reach inside, you find a few copper coins fall to the ground.
just a few.
Just a few. You're
For a
not
bulge
rich.
this size? Oh, God. The hell's else in there? One of those pet spiders crawl out. Oh my God!
Hey, be
Donate.
happy it was copper, not something else. All right. I mean, the goblin was happy to see you, right?
Donate him to the paladin because the paladin needs armor.
Yes.
If I get enough copper coins, I can probably make like coin armor out of it.
I don't think copper armor is going to do very well.
So, what is your intention now? Y'all are standing around a courtyard with your bard wearing a dead
A
pig's
boar.
head on his head, and wearing the rest of it as a loincloth. I mean,
I'm pretty.
yeah, okay.
I'm looking for something to pinch my nose for the smell. Because that's quite disgusting.
It is quite disgusting. I agree with
it's very disgusting.
Is the
So,
is where
we're
that
gonna take a
goblin
few
rode
minutes to
through?
stop
Is that the only way
and-
out?
or are we gonna move on? I say we follow the runaway boar and rider.
Let's do it.
All right.
So you guys are going to ignore the giant opening that leads into the keep that's smoking with embers inside and chase after the pig. And the terrified
that's about right.
rider.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. As you follow the path of the rider out of the forest, or out of the keep and onto the forest grounds, you realize that it is clearly out of sight, having taken the time for your bard to butcher and humiliate a pig's corpse by
Oh, I
wearing
thought-
it as a loincloth.
Well, yeah, whatever. I thought that he went in. Sorry, I didn't realize that he went out.
Yeah, he went out.
He would-
He
okay,
exited
okay.
out of the keep door and left into the forest. There is
Oh, okay.
Okay,
there
my
is an
bad.
entrance deeper into the keep. That is
Okay, back to the keep.
Well, now I understand where you guys are going. I got really confused there for a second.
I'm on a horse.
No, that's just a guy behind you clapping together two halves of a coconut. Stop it.
No, it's not. Okay, to the keep.
You guys are going to enter into the keep, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
What is the order of your entrance?
Oh, the big, ugly bard first.
All right, I'll go first.
The big,
He's the
ugly,
nice flesh
forehead-wearing bard. Go at it. Who's behind him?
Yeah. He ought to scare anything that comes at us.
Yeah,
Who's
I'll go
behind
second.
him?
At least if it burns me, I'll smell good.
It's true.
So who's after me? Paladin?
The rogue would be next because he might have to check for traps.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course,
So
I'll be
bard,
after
rogue.
the barn sets it off. Then the paladin, who has that nifty bow, and is a very huge shot when he does make his mark. I'll follow up at the end of the line, walking backwards to make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
Okay. As you enter the room, the strong, sweet and sour scent of vinegar and rotten vegetables assaults your nose. Sundered casks and broken barrels line the walls. Most are clearly stolen goods plundered by the goblins. Their contents lie scattered across the room, rotten carrots and stale wheat and spoiled wine. Only one small barrel remains unbroken amidst the debris.
I'm going to go investigate that barrel.
I think we all are. All foremen are around it with their weapons pulled, pointing at it. I nudge it over with my foot.
So you're going to examine the barrel?
Yep.
Yes.
As you examine the barrel, you realize that it is marked with the vineyard of a mead maker in town. To the people of Greenfolk, it is apparently a very sought-after vintage. The year screaming at you, realizing it is of great value.
Okay. I'm going to detect traps.
Okay.
I think the
Roll your
townsfolk
dice.
gave this kid with the dragon.
20.
You see no obvious traps within the immediate area.
How heavy would you say this little barrel is?
Well, it is a barrel of mead, so 25 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to slow any of us down when we try to run because it's liquid.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go put it, I'm going to drag it over to the, because this half my weight. I'm going to drag it towards the entrance and stash it there.
Okay.
Because if we get, when we get back to town, I'm going to sell that bugger and buy the armor for our tank.
A very wise decision. It is stashed just on the entrance side of the room you are in. As you look around, you see another entrance farther into the keep.
Okay.
I'm assuming you wish to continue that way?
Yeah, I want to do more investigation of this room, see if there's anything else.
We've got a girl to save.
Okay. Let's go save a girl. She'll probably think I'm a doll.
Or a pixie. As you continue in, you inhale a putrid smell as you crack open the door to the next chamber. Within you see a dark and still pool of brackish water and a basin of carved stone. The corpse
Did
of a
I tell you guys the bathroom before we left? Come on.
The corpse of a single goblin lies sprawled over the basin, his head drifting in the water. Above it stands a strange statue of a cowled figure. The features have been worn away by age, but the dimensions of the upper body suggest the statue is not human.
I'm beginning to actually think now that the people of that town are in league with the goblins for sacrificing this girl to this dragon. And then they just got cold feet. They're like, oh, wait, no, never mind, we want her back. Because she's got to marry the mayor or something stupid.
Yeah.
I can
sounds like
continue on.
Please do.
Shouldn't we like search?
I
the
cast
statue?
I cast detect magic.
You look
What
around
did
the
you say,
room.
Dave?
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was asking Dave what he said.
Well, no. If there's a statue here, that means in theory this room would have been of some significance or importance. So we should probably search around it.
Yeah. It's the detect magic. Okay. So detect magic reveals what?
As you cast detect magic, you find nothing of significance that seems to be radiating of importance. You are almost done sweeping the room when you notice a very, very, very faint glow coming from inside the basin. You realize there's something in there that at one point was very important and had a powerful dwemer on it, but now is a broken thing.
I want to investigate it. I dropped my knife. Okay.
Oh, he dumps the armor off into that very, very deep hole, making a lot of noise.
So you want to reach in and grab the minorly glowing object?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
You
boy.
reach inside the basin and pull out the object that you sensed. It appears to be half of a mask that would cover up a human's face. The details are very fuzzy, and you can't tell that it was of any certain origin, group, or species. But you know that it was shattered and was broken, as you can clearly see the line that holds where the second piece should be.
All right, I put I want to put it on where it would fit on my face.
No, you'll turn into Loki.
No, halfway turn.
Go ahead and roll a reflex.
That's an 18.
You place the mask, half a mask over your face, and turn to the other three of your party. Let out a gasp of "ah!" and then start laughing as it does absolutely nothing to you or around you.
Ha! Gotcha. All right, I'll stow it.
All right, here's a mask of alignment change. You need to kill him now.
No,
Okay,
the mask is half alignment change. Whatever it was, if he was lawful, now he's chaotic.
Oh, that means I've
Was
gotta be
only half.
lawful.
Remember that.
Okay, so is there anything else in this room that looks interesting?
Merely another entrance farther into the keep.
The only other entrance?
Tech trap on that door.
Good call.
What did you get for detect trap?
Hold on a second. Was it sleight of hand or
Detect trap. It should be its own. Or no, it's disabled device. It's
Okay.
its own, isn't it? Gosh, so
23.
hard. What'd you say? 23?
23.
You find nothing to suggest any dangerous objects around the door or rigged to the door.
Alrighty.
Let's open it.
Is it locked?
No?
Okay.
So you plan on going through?
Hey, we got to go forward or go home, right?
Perception is supposed to be detect traps.
Oh, there we go. Ready? You push through the door before moving through. The smell of smoke assaults your senses. Upon entering the courtyard beyond, you see why. As the sky becomes visible once more, you can see almost every surface bears scorch marks. Across walls, doors, and the ground itself, the courtyard reeks of fire and burnt flesh. With ashen spikes thrust into the dirt, piles of ash and burnt bones littering the floor, suggesting a source of fire nearby far greater than a furnace. Atop the wooden and metal spikes rest numerous blackened and crumbling skulls. Most are of the woodland animals such as sheep, deer, and hogs, but the occasional goblin skull is also visible. Against the western wall lies a wooden log wall that seems to have escaped the fire destruction around it.
Okay, so when do we run?
What?
When do we run?
Not until the dragon's dead.
Oh man. Okay, so
Let's keep going.
okay, yeah, okay.
Detect magic.
Do you feel like sometimes the gods are
Detect
laughing at us?
magic. You cast detect magic. Roll d20.
As well,
That's a 17.
but it's not so good.
All you see is a faint glow left over on the skulls around you, letting you know that they were killed by something in the arcane arts, not
No.
simply on fire.
Okay.
All right. I know what I'm going to do. Don't you worry, guys.
Oh, you know what you're going to do.
He's going to
What about
split
the
around.
rest
That's
of
what he's going to do. All right. What's your plans?
Well, I guess we can start snooping about, trying to figure out where this dragon is hiding. I can't imagine why a dragon would hide from us. I mean, come on, we're not that bad, are we, guys?
Is it
What?
hide or have you just not reached it yet? Go ahead and roll perception.
I'm just trying to beef myself up by saying it's hiding right now.
Unlucky 18.
As you look around, you realize that the log wall that you first saw across the courtyard, in fact, holds a gate that you can cross through.
Okay, so I guess through the log wall we go. Oh, boy. Who's first? Not me.
I guess
Great. We're not playing that game anymore.
We're not what?
Who's first? Not me. We're not playing that game anymore?
I will volunteer to go first.
Wait a minute. I'm the burglar. I should be going first.
You're short enough. We can both go first.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fine. I'll go second. I'll shoot over your head.
That's how it was supposed to work. And then, hey, the bard is so damn tall, he can shoot over your head.
What?
I can stand behind all of you and make sure nothing sneaks up behind us.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now remember, if I go running past you at full speed, y'all should try and keep up.
Okay.
That is an important thing to remember.
You know, when something intelligent tries to pick off the entire group, they start with the guy in the back.
That's only something intelligent. Let's see. So who's entering first?
Shorty.
The rogue.
The rogue?
Unlucky.
Roll, I'm getting there. Hold on. My brain's working. Perception and stealth.
$18 for perception.
Okay.
17 for stealth.
Well, that's really good. As you poke your head through the gate, drawing in the whole thing, the whole of the vision in front of you, you see a hog pen. The floor lined with mud, mattery, wiry hairs that line the wall, and several sleeping hog mothers within, with squealing hoglets still sucking as they snore in the warm afternoon air.
Light 'em on fire.
Bacon, bitch.
You just like bacon so much, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
America.
America.
America. Fire. Yes, I see.
Fire, 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 fire. That's not mud. Yeah, we're gonna go with mud for right now. So, gentlemen, I just realized something. Look at the chat window real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let's be stubborn.
Yay.
Apologize, I'm a horrible DM. I haven't been keeping count. So when I just paused for a second and started counting, I realized that, I missed 2. So go ahead and get you all caught up to that. Sound good?
I'm not seeing whatever it is that you're trying to tell us.
Is this before we continue?
Yeah, you're going to want to do this before you continue. I was wondering why what I was looking at for the next few little bit is going to be a lot harder. And then I realized why.
Oh.
Yay, I finally get to use lay on hands.
Does everyone see what I'm talking about now? Or are you still missing the chat portion of it?
I'm not getting the chat portion. I don't know why.
Odd. Level up your character 2 levels.
Oh, that. Okay. Ooh, that'll take a little time. I didn't realize we put on that much XP. Are we taking the fast route or the route?
Are we taking what route?
Well, even in the book, it says there's the fast route, the standard route, and the slow route as far as XP accumulation and leveling.
You're taking the I'm adding it up and telling you when to level up route.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Work enough?
Oh crap! Maybe we should maybe we should stop right here, level up our characters, and come back in on next time.
That's probably a good idea. So that way, because it's going to take a bit to go through and pick what we want to have for all of our setup for the next 2 levels.
Yeah.
Sound like a plan?
Works for me.
I like it. And that way, next time we come in, balls to the wall, take down this dragon.
Yeah.
At level 3, balls to the wall.
At level 3. All right. Do me a favor, all of you wonderful gentlemen. Go ahead and level up your character and then email me the updated level. And I will get you all on the same character sheet because right now you guys are using literally 4 different character sheets for 4 different characters.
You're welcome.
Like 4 different types. You made it as complicated as possible. So.
Oh, you're welcome.
A copy of the regular one that you can fill in. That would be awesome because I couldn't find one.
On Facebook, on our group chat.
I'm using a program called PCG. It's free to download. It has all the rules, walks you through the whole process, and pipes out a
HTML file.
An HTML file. Yeah.
Yeah, that's difficult for me to be able to deal with and print off and all that jazz.
Okay, I will just write a paper copy and I'll just take a picture and email it to you.
Sounds fair. Whatever, however you guys get it to me, I'll put it all in the same format that I have it in my head. You guys can use whatever format you want. I just want all of you in one format for me, so it's easier for me to track and know what's going on. All right,
Sounds
so
good.
we are going to make an assumption that you guys are all stopping in the courtyard and taking a little bit of a nap and relaxing and trying to heal up a little bit before you continue on further.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds
Good
like
game,
a plan.
guys.
We play.
This has been quite
great,
entertaining.
guys. That's been fun.
Even with your bard deciding to strip naked and then having to gut a pig to fix that problem. I mean,
I've got new armor now.
you got a natural pig hide, I guess. I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat and spanks your monkey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your
you too.
week if you do.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna
Later.
grab some food.
Jason,
Yep.
I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. You know, after
That's fine.
It's streaming. Like I said, on YouTube.
Mhm.
What's gonna happen is there's some comments that I want you to read on here. Apparently, we've been doing some rules wrong.
Oh, I'm sure we have. Just send me the link to the video and I'll look it over.
Alrighty.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
See y'all next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Later.